Live. Hello. Welcome. Good morning. We're here 2.5 hours before the marked time.
Don't worry about
for
it.
trolling reasons.
My bad.
But nobody watches these live anyway. So let's.
Weebly does.
Weebly's only been to 1 or 2 live streams in the last week.
Yeah, but he knows
Weebly went to
ours.
Weebly did. Oh yeah, Weebly might be here today. He does tend to be at yours and the Scabs.
We're the best.
I mean, if I was watching the streams, I know which one I would pick.
We're about to do a train heist.
I wouldn't
That's
show up
the
to the
most
Owl
insane.
streams either. Sorry, Owls, if you're listening.
Are they? Do we have any viewers?
No.
No.
God, no. No, we don't have any viewers. Session is at negative 19 seconds counting up. Oh, hello. Is that one of you? We just got a viewer. Hi. Welcome. Who are you? Identify yourself now.
Best way to keep viewers, man. Keep them engaged.
I'm so scared to go on on streams with not a lot of viewers, and then they ask me
To identify yourself immediately
yeah,
or leave.
Exactly.
You don't have to leave if you don't want to identify yourself.
Chat, what should we do?
Chat, identify yourself.
Decide what we do.
Chat, sound off.
Your address,
Let's see.
please.
Oh yeah, viewer. What's your
Yeah,
postal
exactly.
code? Yeah.
Just out of curiosity.
We want to know where people will watch us from.
We're doing a big. We're averaging all of our viewers' social security numbers as a data point. All right.
We're just averaging
Averaging social security numbers.
It does nothing. It's not a data point. It's not a data point.
That's just so goofy of a concept.
What's the average American social security number? New Atlantic article. Average.
Would it be 55555?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know how they
Or is
assign
there like a
them.
statistical variance?
There might be like
Because I know that
What's the first
I know
number?
that you can work backwards from someone's social security number.
structure of a social security number.
Like,
Does it go up from 1?
The first 3 digits is the area. The second
Yeah.
set of 2 digits
Yeah.
is the group. The final 4 digits is the serial.
Yeah, so like if you know like people around your birth have similar social security numbers to you.
Well, okay. All right.
So
well,
if you're birthed in the same area, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
we're
I got
born
born on
near
the
each other.
same
What's
day,
your
the
social
same
security?
month. My dad got elected for mayor.
Where were you born,
Totally
Cam?
about her.
Dothan, Alabama.
Wow.
I might know the
I
first
was
3
born in
numbers of
Anniston.
James' social security number.
Okay.
Tell us.
No, because then you would know mine.
Mutually assured destruction. Yeah. Okay. Do we want to get rolling? Rockin' and rolling?
Now that we've addressed the social security question.
Oh, I rolled a 1.
So we don't want to get rolling.
No.
We want to get better rolling.
Are we a pips or a number enjoyer for D6?
I'm a Pip guy.
For a dice pool, I'd go number. For a single roll, actually reverse it. No, for group rolls, I'm going pips. Pips all the way. I play 40k with pip dice.
But if you're rolling 1, then to the number.
Yeah,
I
with
agree.
that. Okay, D20 with pips.
What's pips?
Pips are the name of the little dots. Those are called pips.
Oh.
No. Those.
I guess you
don't
yours
have
are
it.
called-
Yours are
You don't have
numbered.
any- you don't have any
Yours
pips.
are numbered. These are Pip. I want to do 100 with Pips.
I have a D120, but it doesn't have pips.
Percentile die.
Percentile pips.
How would you represent the 0 on the tens die?
Empty circle.
No Pips.
Hollow pip.
I love that video game.
Just don't put any.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like dominoes.
All right, so now
No, I want 10.
Oh, I gotta
want
update
10
the screen
pips,
title.
20 pips, 30 pips, 40 pips, 50 pips, 60 pips.
what do we want to call today? I gotta update session 16 Cat in the Meat Factory to session 17.
The gang goes train robbing.
Yeah. Train heist. Bullet Train, the sequel.
Bullet train.
Bullet Train 2 full movie. Are we gonna get banned if I write? Because that's not a real movie.
That's funny.
Can I write Bullet Train 2 full movie? People are gonna be so disappointed. I guess
think
it
if they
says
look at
what
the
we're doing. Yeah,
category,
Blades at the Dark, War of the Crow Mega Campaign, Session 17, Bullet Train full movie. If you get fooled by that, that's on you. Category tabletop RPGs, yeah.
You're talking about specific Blades in the
I
Dark
hope we
section?
get taken down.
That honestly fucking hilarious end to the stream.
Copyright infringement. It's not a real.
Bullet Train
channel,
2
so-
full. I feel like we shouldn't put full movie.
No, do it.
That
Do it.
Half
feels-
movie.
That
Half movie.
Bullet Train 2.
Every other scene.
First half. First half of full movie. Movie spelled wrong. First half of full movie? What a terrible
It really
title.
rolls off the tongue.
Grand
Like,
finale.
nobody's gonna know what we're talking about. Okay.
That they have to watch. to
Session
figure it out.
17, Bullet Train 2, first half of full movie.
It's clickbait.
Done.
That's exactly.
Stream update. We got banned.
that quickly.
I mean, our bit rate is terrible right now. Like, I don't think we're gonna get anyone live. Like,
It's
the
hard to
ping
get the
pong
whole
room
movie
has
in HD.
bad reception, but that won't show up on the recording, so the VOD's gonna look fine. Hopefully.
Famous last word.
Your guys' first VOD is up to like 360 views.
Yeah,
by
because
the
we're the
way.
coolest.
It is so
Yeah.
cool. We're famous, guys.
Famous.
Almost one view for every day of the year.
Whoa.
Wow.
Imagine where we're gonna be
When you
in
put
a
it like
decade.
that.
10 times as many.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, 3,600 views. That's big. That's big. Mr. Beast.
That's big.
That's
big.
Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast.
I don't even watch that guy. I don't know why.
Yeah,
Eh,
Mr.
okay.
Beast.
If you
Beast
can't
has
tell,
at
I'm a little
least
tired and a
36.
little sick, but that's okay because it's the finale.
You know what I'm tired of? Not playing some Blades of the Dark.
Yeah, let's get into it. So this is the last session of Bowling Street
So
Tinctures.
sad.
Sweet.
Uh-oh.
A lot of
Okay.
people are gonna die in this session.
This is the last session of
Go
Bowling Street
players.
Tinctures. I did not update the map or the newspaper or the faction clocks, but that's not super relevant because Bowling Street has not participated in the war. So I will update that for next Saturday.
We're past
hopefully,
this.
depending on when that conference
we are.
is.
Yeah, pass.
Next weekend, at some point, will be the final session of the campaign, and I'll have it all then. But for now, Bowling Street, you guys stole some financial documents last session, and those are going to point you to the location of a small portion of the Skurlock family fortune that you are going to plunder.
I do love
That
fun.
sounds good.
Don't
Yeah,
mind if I do.
So that's the
Big
plan
fan of
as
that.
of right now. I guess let's start. Let's get into it.
Okay.
Okay. I always brainstorm an opening scene before these sessions. I did not today. Today was weird. I was expecting to have an empty morning, and then suddenly,
And then
I got
the
an email, and now I got to go to orientation.
So fun.
So I got nothing today.
So let's collectively come up with an opening scene.
Okay, I think it's got to be.
A shot of the train.
What is? No, because we
Yeah.
have to have you guys getting the mission first. That's what we always.
Well, I
start
thought
with.
we'd flash back.
Oh.
So what? We start NBD. We start.
So
on
okay,
the train.
already-
yeah.
Flashback.
So
We
we
have
start shot from above, right?
Yeah.
And we're just looking down.
Bullshit.
We're looking.
We need a freeze frame and like some narration. At some point.
Who's in Bullet Train? Is that
It's
Brad
Brad
Pitt?
Pitt.
All right, shot from above.
He's back.
We're looking at a big long like stone bridge, right?
Yeah.
With these huge steel rails with just little blue electricity flickering across them, and below this bridge it's this large ravine of just blasted gray stone and sand and dust and ash, right? The shots from above, we're looking down at all of this, and you can just hear the rumble of lightning, and the screen will like illuminate blue in flashes to go along with the thunder, right? And you can see it's pouring rain torrentially, right? There's no city. This is some blasted wasteland, right?
Chicago.
And there's a loud train blare.
We're on the L.
Chicago 20 seconds after Lori Lightfoot is not elected. It all went to shit.
Yep.
It went to shit immediately. Dude, who won? I know nothing
was,
about Chicago.
It was the
Brandon.
Marxists.
Something Brandon.
Yeah,
A
Brandon,
Marxist?
Brandon Johnson.
According
Oh, that's a
I think
Tucker
so, yeah.
Carlson. That's like a Tucker
Charlie
Carlson.
Kirk called him.
Oh, okay.
Let's go.
I don't know if Charlie Kirk is a tier lower than. I can't decide who's like less credible between Charlie Kirk and Tucker Carlson.
Tucker Carlson's
Tucker
got a bigger
Carlson's
audience,
funny.
but
He's
like,
funnier though.
I don't know if I can tell
He
you
is
anything about Lori Lightfoot. I know like shit all about municipal politics, like nothing.
Yeah.
tell me about Chirac.
There's a train horn. and an electro rail train just screams across the screen, right? And then as soon as it enters the screen, it's like 1 second from this side to this side, and we cut.
That was a fast train.
Yeah,
Bullet train even.
Dude, this really was a bullet
This
train.
really was the Bullet Train 2 first half of full movie.
I love that line.
Dude, I loved the first half of that full movie. It was really good.
No need to watch this.
I don't think we have a real viewer, by the way. I think it's lying to us because there's no comments in the chat.
Is it a bot?
It might be a bot. Like it might be Ryan. Like I don't know.
Can
Like,
you see who the viewer is?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
That
Show
would
yourself.
feel
There-
weirdly intrusive.
I'm
No, you
pretty
can.
sure there's a way to
You
do
can
that.
do that. I've done
Really?
that before, yeah.
All right, I won't say. I won't
Dogs.
unmask them, but I want to know. How do I find this out?
You click the
They
little-
left. No, they're still here. They're still here. All right.
This
got
is
scared.
now me.
They got scared.
All right, you twisted my arm. One viewer. All right. What the fuck was that?
Yeah,
That was
viewers.
us. That was the
That
stream.
That was us.
Oh,
Here are
okay.
viewers.
We got a viewer.
You've got
Is it you?
5.
We got 5?
Does your laptop not say that?
I don't know. I mean, my Wi-Fi is really bad right now. We have 5 viewers.
It sometimes doesn't match up though. So these two
That's
people
fucking
that just,
crazy
like-
though. 5 viewers. That's a few. Okay. Anyway, and we cut to a quiet room. Let's see. Scott and Eldridge were your contacts for this one. What is Scott Treadway up to?
Currently, like, is he? I'd imagine he's like wailing on a student right now.
Okay.
I don't know.
As always.
He doesn't. Does he do the physical violence or is he?
Well, we're gonna. I guess we'll have Chet and
Yeah,
Dave.
He did
Yeah.
decapitate a guy. He
No,
did.
he didn't decapitate a guy, did he?
And the thing in the sports match.
That's,
Yeah.
that's in sports.
He
though.
decapitated a dude?
Someone got decapitated.
I remember he drove a wicket between a guy's eyes. Yeah, but that was an
But that's
imaginary-
much
didn't he
less
kill
violent.
Didn't he kill some dude in someone else's session?
Yeah, that was a
Okay.
menagerie session. He drove
I thought
a-
he knocked somebody's head off with the mallet.
That would
Yeah.
be so.
Oh yeah, the golf club. That's right. Wasn't he was teeing off on someone?
Yeah, it was a mallet. It was a croquet
Oh, it
mallet
was a
and
mallet.
a
Okay,
wicket
okay,
to the
not golf.
brain. Yeah, that's
Oh.
what
Now I want to see.
That's
I want to know
confused.
how pure golf looks like. If that's what
Playing golf. He just like nails one of those pins in the guy's head.
Okay. So, what is he doing? What? Yeah, he's got Chet and Dave beating the shit out of someone,
Yeah.
right? So okay,
he was late for his dropping off the test he owed.
so we Oh no, I know what we'll do. We cut not to Scott Treadway, but to Eldridge Kinghead.
Yeah.
And camera's here, and we're sort of, falling back as he's walking towards us. So we're keeping pace with him, as he's kind of flickering his eyes to both sides. His curly ginger hair, swooped over his eyes. He's very nervously looking about. The collared shirt beneath his Department of History sweater vest is very rumpled, unironed, and he's carrying this big, messy bundle of books and papers in his arms. And all of a sudden, 2 bulky figures, walk in from behind the camera going like this, flanking him, and they both put an arm under his arm, and he goes, ah! And just start dragged down the hallway, drops the papers in a big bundle everywhere, and we cut to a dark room where we can just see a wooden chair, and Eldridge enters the scene, flying back into the chair, and his glasses fall off, right? And he's like, ah! Don't hurt me, yeah! And the light's gonna turn on. And we hear a voice from off camera say, hey Eldridge! And it's going to swoop around, and we see Scott, Chet, and Dave with Bowling Street tinctures standing behind them in this janitor's closet that Scott's been using as a torture chamber for the last several months.
This is just like high school.
Don't kill me, Scott! Relax, Eldridge, relax. My dorm is getting fumigated right now, so I relocated our discussion to the torture chamber. Don't let him scare you. I told Chet and Dave to go grab you. I didn't think they'd take it so literally. I wouldn't know. I should have known they'd take it so. I'll be honest, I knew. I thought it'd be funny. I thought it'd be a little fun. Anyway, where's those financial documents?
Isn't it
we gave
funny?
you to work? I kind of want him to creep out of the shadows.
He has the documents. He's holding them.
He says, yes, I've been working with the boy for several weeks now to work through these financial documents, and I've got them right here for you, Bowling Street tinctures. I will admit that it is a bit out of my expertise, but the boy's father is a lawyer. He was able to work through it no trouble. and he's going to take out a big bundle of papers and put them down, and Scott's going to say, "Okay, Eldridge, what did you find?" "Well, Lord Skurlock is moving a small piece of his fortune in order to store it in foreign accounts. And we have found that while for the most part he seems to use some kind of arcane methodology to transport the gold, this only seems to work very locally. And while I don't know where the money is coming from, I do know where it's going. Apparently, a cargo train on the Electro Rail is going to be leaving Duskwall tomorrow, bound for Aruvia. It's going to be traveling all across Akaros, across the Deathlands. And apparently, I'm not sure how or by what methodology, this money's going to be loaded onto the rail and carted to Aruvia. I know very little else about the situation. They're only financial documents. It doesn't mention anything about guards, security. It just says it's departing tomorrow at during the hour of wine, and it is going to have roughly about 175 coin worth of stock on it. Yeah, it is a lot of coin. You take my 25 coin cut out of it for my finder's fee, that leaves about 150 if you guys depart and parcel between yourselves. That's nothing to sneeze at. 150 coin, you can retire yourself to a moderately comfortable life, buy a farm out in Barrow Cleft, or it's enough to buy your way into the big leagues. Proper White Crown business. Decent apartment, decent work with cleaner clientele.
Could work. This could be our establishment into the higher society.
Now look,
Legitimize our business.
Yes.
I don't care what you guys do with the money. Just give me my cut and have a good time, alright? You have any questions?
Is Aruvia the tropical paradise or the Arctic
That's the
hellscape?
Dagger Isles. Aruvia is the,
It's the Arctic hellscape?
No, that's Sevrosi.
Oh.
Or Scotland. There's a lot
Yeah,
of... They're all hellscapes. Aruvia is like the Persia, Egypt, Arabia analog. It's just, there's
deserts.
like sand and fencers and, yeah, deserts. Yeah.
Doom reference.
You guys can intercept the train, I guess, when it gets to Aruvia, if you would like.
I really
But that's
want
like
to
an obscenely long journey, right? So what's the plan? You've got that train is going to be this coin is going to be somehow arcanely loaded onto this armored train. It's going to tear across the Deathlands, and you guys have got to intercept
We've
it.
never done an assault mission.
Oh my god!
It's an armored train.
How are we gonna
Hear
get
me
the coin
out.
off
Rig
the
the
train?
bridge with explosives.
Yeah, but how are we gonna get the coin off the train?
How
It's
do
an
you
armored train.
get to the bridge?
Oh, I got my.
We can go out to the bridge.
Oh, so did I.
In the Badlands?
Rig the bridge with explosives.
Okay, if you guys want, yeah. Okay, actually, yeah.
It's either
Or we coat the rails in drip oil.
I actually really like that idea.
It's either a
the score
yeah.
is you guys like getting to the bridge, charging the explosive. That's actually kind of fucking cool. Or or you can keep going. But that's an idea we can work with.
It's either assault or stealth. We've done a lot of stealth. I'm down for the assault one.
I feel like everyone else has done cool stuff. We've just talked to people the whole time. We need to do something cool.
Shit
I think we
up.
should
Now
all
that
take
my
heavy
finesse-
load.
My finesse is up to 3 now. Now's the time for.
We all take heavy load and go rig the bridge with explosives.
I mean, if we do stealth, it's gonna turn into assault anyway because we're gonna get found out.
Yeah.
yeah, immediately because none of us have. We do have one stealthy
Okay, so
person.
after we
Now.
blow we get the skulk and we're immediately going for an assault mission. That's okay.
We can use them.
Yeah.
They
Anything we
can
need
find
to.
out where the coin is while we're fighting.
Yeah, skulks
Yeah.
are basically a free flashback. Yeah. It's
Can
like-
they sneak onto the train while we do the assault mission?
Yeah.
It's good.
Okay, but
Hopefully they
after
don't
the
die.
That sucks, man.
Scotch tape. Yeah.
I'm imagining a world where like the tape held. And
Well,
and the entire thing was
something
stalled.
very interesting here. Take a look at that. Take a look at that. I'm gonna try and fix it. This is the second time.
Oh, what?
This is the second time we've dropped the camera. So you'll note the camera. The camera is actually. If you look at this camera, it's facing the wrong way, and that's because we dropped it, and it did that at the start of the campaign. And I'm hoping we just dropped it again, and it fixed itself.
So what we're gonna drop?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, this is correct. This is how it's supposed to be
Okay.
oriented.
Oh.
Because we dropped it at the start of the year.
So it's just the way you flick.
And now I dropped it and it fixed itself. Cartoon headshot. Now how's the angle? The angle's bad. We need to bias it this way a little.
This way?
Yeah. How's that?
A little bit further.
Can I do this without using the tape there?
A little bit less.
Let's go.
Okay, so
That's pretty good.
So we blow up the bridge. The train has to stop. We attack the train.
I think we blow up the bridge and the train falls in the ground.
But don't we need the train to keep off the ghosts?
Well, it's an armored train.
Oh, yeah, something you guys should know. The reason why I really like the bridge idea is that the Deathlands are dangerous. Duskwall has a big lightning shield over it that doesn't let most ghosts in. Like, the reason for the lightning barrier is there are truly horrible spiritual abominations on every other square inch of this
I can
world.
finally take Spirit Bane charm.
Like, this was a post-apocalyptic setting, and the apocalypse is out there.
I see what we're doing. I've got a dot and a tune.
No, but
Me too.
Okay, but after, okay, I'm just trying to work our way through this. We blow up the train. We assault the train. We get the coin. Then what? How do we get the coin?
Well, we
safely
have
back
our
to
skull
somewhere
Or
else?
you
person
can
in the
flash
train.
back and just say, like,
McFleming
one or two
in a
stress,
helicopter.
One or two stress, we
helicopter?
contracted some
That
Deathland
a helicopter's
scavengers to
real?
pick us up.
Oh, okay.
Right? Like, yeah, don't worry. I'm not going to make you worry about the logistics of hauling coin back to Duskwall. We're here for a fun ghost train robbery.
Okay.
Like,
In that
yeah,
case, blow the train up.
McFleming comes up with a
Well, there's like little.
one of those.
That's way funnier. Like, it's he and Eldridge on one of those pump cars.
I think we have to do that.
Mick Fleming is pumping it, and then Eldridge is like cranking a little crank that keeps the electric show on. It's like one of those the crank operated like flashlights to keep the electricity field running.
They have a crank and lightning barrier. And like a ghost starts flying towards them. Quicker, Eldridge!
That would be so funny.
Fuck, okay. Man, Bullet Train 2 first half. That's crazy. Okay.
I love that
And
part
then
of
it's
the
the second half of Doom.
The second half is just the journey back. Taking money.
It's like a real time.
It's just following them.
So then, what's the
It's a
plan?
single shot.
It's documented. It's
Are we,
documented.
are we doing blow up the bridge?
I mean,
Why
Unless
not?
you guys have a better idea.
think about it. If we fail, like, we just end the campaign as a failure. Like, it's not that big of a deal.
Oh, if you
That
fail,
sounds
yeah,
like
if you
terrible.
fail, you die, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like,
No, but what if we?
This is it. This is the end.
Somebody's gonna survive.
This is why I don't know. Oh, by the way, for the folks at home, the escalation this round is that instead of traumaing out, you can continue to play, and instead of taking stress, you take a level 1 harm per stress to just push yourself to the limits. So you can stay in the mission, but you'll probably die very quickly. Okay, with that out of the way, yeah. This is win or die territory.
Yeah.
okay, wait. So we're blowing up the bridge. The train goes.
I think the train is gonna see that it's blown and then it stops.
Oh, I thought we were blowing it up. Like,
Oh, these trains go very quick.
yeah, I don't know if they'd be able.
I think we blow it
You
up.
can blow
when
it
the
up. You
train
can blow it
goes
up
over.
What if
way
we,
in
like,
advance of the
find-
train, and then they can stop.
That's what I'm
Or
saying,
you
'cause
can
I
have it
feel-
careen into the ravine. Like
That's
it's
what
up
I
to
was
you.
I was
We
thinking
find-
it flat.
It goes in the
Because if
ravine.
it just stops, then I feel like we'll have to like
Alright.
fight everybody. But it's an armored train, so if it crashes, the gold is gonna be fine, but
Okay.
people inside are gonna be hurt.
How are
Is
we
what I'm
gonna
thinking.
get down to get the
Our
gold
poor little
though, in a
sculptor.
fiery explosion of a train?
Take load for climbing gear, I guess. It's
Yeah.
gonna be crazy, but
I was gonna say
Fun.
we could find whatever like car the gold is in, detach that from the front of the train, and then have the
That's
front of the
also a
train
good
go
option.
and stop that one,
But
and then just fight the people.
now
in
these
that
are
one.
not old west. These are not real world trains,
Oh
by the
my
way. This is like a long. It's like if you put an ironclad or Monitor on rails. Like it's basically a battleship because there are big fucking ghost monsters, and there's like huge electroplasmic Gatling guns mounted and shit. Like it's like
This is why I'm thinking we crash it.
This is
because
good.
if it just
Yeah.
stops and we go try to get on it, we're just gonna die.
let's just skip getting on
Yeah,
the train
let's-
you
altogether.
can
Let's
you can
make the
also
ghost
sneak onto the
monsters the
train or
hard
bluff
part.
onto the
That's
train.
not gonna work.
Yeah.
You can blow
That's
up.
I have a
not gonna
spirit.
work.
I don't know what a spirit bane charm does, but it has to be useful.
I feel like,
We're
yeah,
gonna
we
die to
crashed-
the ghosts.
Yeah, that's the fun part though. We don't have to fight humans. We just fight the ghosts.
How do you fight ghosts? Isn't there like a kind of like a thingy?
You need a priest, typically.
There's a little thingy you can
The
take
Pope.
to fight ghosts,
Right?
right?
Like, talk to him.
Arcane
What?
implements.
Lightning hook?
There's like a type of like thing.
Ghost talk.
Electroplasmic ammunition. You don't get that.
There's
Your hound
electroplasmic
gets that.
something
Yeah.
that other people get.
What are you talking about, Christian?
I thought there was like a potion. Like I thought leeches get something.
Leeches have a spirit bottle, and they can
Ah,
lightning hook and pull. Oh no, that's whispers.
Yeah, I don't see it.
I don't know what
We have
leeches get.
there's arcane implements. I don't know. what that means.
Quicksilver. We get Quicksilver, which lets you like attune better, I think.
I think so. Yeah.
You could take a load for an unusual weapon and then just do the Luigi's Mansion vacuum.
I don't think Ghostbusters like.
Proton.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. We'll see what we can do.
Okay, so
Does the spirit being charm just make them go away, or do they just not like it?
they just don't like it. It works real well on humanoid ghosts.
Oh, and these are probably.
If only I had the Ghost Ward Leech skill.
That would be very helpful. Okay, what's the plan? This is an assault type.
Too bad I'm a physics.
Let's go to the engagement roll section and we'll get started.
I hope we're not rolling negative dice again.
We
actually
are
probably
rolling. You are
definitely
definitely.
are.
You're going to be probably. Yeah, you're definitely rolling 0 dice. Like, there's almost no way around that because you remember the district is still under embargo. Scheiße.
Why did everyone have to go and fight the entire world and ruin our plans?
Yeah.
Our train heist. Didn't they know we had a train heist scheduled?
All right, assault. What's the point of attack?
The
Bridge.
bridge.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
the bridge.
Everyone, tick load.
Everyone's doing heavy load.
We don't want them to. We don't want to be suspicious.
Hey,
What the freak?
those guys out there look like they're carrying a lot of stuff to you.
Like a telescope, and they're setting dynamite charges. Hey, that guy's wearing a pretty big backpack.
And by the time the other guy looks, they're gone because it's a bullet train.
You're crazy.
Can I have the eraser again?
Wow, it's eerie seeing no messages in the chat. I've never seen that before.
Guys,
it's just
send messages.
it's just dead silent in there.
They're not here.
Somebody needs to add to
They're not
Discord.
listening.
Quick, at everyone in the Discord.
Oh yeah, because we
Several
are
times.
starting 2 hours earlier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's add everyone in the Discord.
All of us
Right
simultaneously.
Train. Oh, hello.
I had to give you something.
How do I ban her?
I said hi.
Jamie, ban this woman.
I guess Ryan never got to ban anyone. I told him he could be my ban guy.
Silas Floor Walker Black. Your nickname was Floor Walker?
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
Anchor.
Floor
We
walker.
also never used those.
The only one that ever used their nickname is Ryan, because he's Mr. Scary's creepiest ghoul. I think his real name is Dragomir, but I only know his character as the Ghoul. Like that's
I'm
just
Acme, and one time I yelled.
Should I add everyone? Okay. Yeah.
One time I told them that Acme was responsible for something.
let's
I think
yeah,
I told Chet and Dave.
I don't think anyone. Oh, Casper's nickname comes up a lot. Sergey's has never come up. Acme has come up once. I did not know Oleander's nickname was Ray. That's just a name. Ileana, does Ileana have a nickname?
Angel.
Ah. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we didn't really use the nicknames, did we?
No,
I guess
they're kind of lame.
this campaign I ignored
Acme?
I ignored literally half of this system just to make the campaign a little less complicated.
Yeah.
You tell me you didn't
I
want to
still
run
think-
16 people with the full
Devil's
stuff?
bargain. All of our enemies show up on the train.
Devil's Bargain passenger car. Okay,
Devil's bargain, my vice.
let's get rocking and rolling.
Devil's bargain. There's some drugs in front of me, and I just can't help myself.
Hemlock's is the Stingray. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, I know you're the Ghoul. We talked about the Ghoul, Ryan. You're the only person whose nickname has really been relevant. Because I'll be honest, I don't know your character's last name. I just know you're the Ghoul.
Did people join after we added?
Yeah, there's like
Everyone?
3 people in the chat right now. But we still only have 1 viewer, so they're
Capitalize
fine.
the shot guy. Your Discord picture though?
Because I love him.
She can shag it. Does kin shag?
So, let's start with an engagement roll.
No!
Now, honestly, it's my decision. I start the engagement roll where the action begins. How are you guys getting to this bridge? Because you're like 20 miles into the Deathlands.
Another hand
Are there
crane.
equivalent? Oh, you said they're like
There's
people like
Deathlands
ride-
scavengers, like Mad Max people. That like
We
I was
have
thinking like horses.
you can hire them.
I give them some drugs.
Honestly, yeah. You could.
Oh,
yeah.
We could just make drugs.
Do you have a cohort that makes drugs?
Wait, what?
That makes
Our
drugs?
Skulk he's been working with me.
You could say,
his
yeah,
name
we
is
set our
Jesse?
Skulk, and that could be your no stress flashback, but
Yeah.
you only get one of those per cohort. Or you can take a stress.
Whatever happened to our cop?
Our cop died.
We
did die.
sacrificed
He
him.
died in
Oh,
the
right.
last session.
We sacrificed him.
He got torn apart in a mass of hands and teeth.
Remember we unionized?
You said it was a one stress flashback if we don't use cohort.
Yeah.
I feel like we could take it.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody take a stress.
Who needs stress the least?
Well,
I might-
I have 0 stress.
I also have zeros.
I do too, but
I think we
might,
all
I have
zero.
2
I
stress.
might need to use my sharpshooter
Yeah, Catherine
ability
should
to
save her
push
stress.
myself.
Combat characters should probably save their stress because this is an assault plan.
Okay. I have 2 in skirmish, so I feel like I'm the
Yeah, that's true.
be higher.
I think Cam, you should probably take
I
it.
should probably take it.
Because
Hand me a pencil, somebody. I wanted the other one.
And then we can use like
You can use the cohort for like a more crucial.
Yeah, I think getting the Skulk on the train is probably what we're gonna
Yeah.
want to do.
I would have thought it'd be funny though if we named him Jesse and I taught him how to cook.
So okay, somebody's taking a stress, and you've like okay. So then we start with like what is the final thing Scott said before you guys left? Does anyone remember?
have fun.
Have fun, and we cut it. A lot of jump cuts in this, right? A lot of jump cuts.
Yeah.
And so we jump cut to like you're like polishing your gun or something. What is somebody else like ambiently doing?
I'm polishing my shoes.
Okay, yeah. No. Okay. Do you have any
locker.
mechanic stuff on you?
it's just it goes in a line of us just polishing.
I don't know.
I'm
It's too
doing
early to tell.
science.
So let's say
Yeah.
like you probably are bringing like tinkering tools, right?
yeah.
So
I mean,
we
yeah, it
start
makes
with you and you're polishing your gun, and we're in like this dark like bumpy chamber, and you guys are sitting on a wooden bench, right? That's a smash. What the fuck is a jump cut? Apparently we smash cut. What's a jump cut?
I think they jump and the scene changes.
No,
I'm waiting for
I
Ben,
thought
I'm
a
waiting
jump
for
cut
Ben.
was just like when it changes scenes like I thought like if you
That's
saw
that's apparently a smash cut, not a jump cut. Bet we got a film major in the chat
This is
telling us
true.
otherwise. Jump cut definition. Why am I doing this? We have a section. An abrupt transition from one scene to another.
But now it's
Smash.
So is a smash cut just a jump cut? Are they the same thing?
Is it like a rectangle and square thing?
An abrupt or jarring edit that okay, I don't get it.
Take
I don't
that,
get it.
Ben.
this is embarrassing.
It's that's when you cut to the same shot at the same okay. You explain this to me later. All right, smash cut. You guys are we start with Ileana polishing her rifle, right? You guys are sitting in this dark, bumpy iron room that's just and we pan over, and you're polishing your rifle, and you're sitting there like you're polishing like whatever large wrench or whatever that you've been using as your tinkering tool, like on the telescope and such, right? You're polishing that, and then we pan over to Silas, and he's got his shoe up on the bench, just
We're all doing it. This is our pre-game routine.
yeah,
Gotta
right.
make sure we're looking sharp.
We all got something to polish.
Yeah.
And so as we pan past you guys, and then we swivel and we pan over to it's like in a police like prisoner transport sort of thing where there's like a little wired like bar slot like this at the front, and we look through and we just see the back of this we see the back of this dude who's got like this bit of his arm and back like taken out of him, and you can just see like a bronze plate below it, and he's got very long braided hair, and every braid is a different color, and he's got 2 huge earrings. I'm gonna say, he has live hand grenades, and the pins are sectioned like through like earrings,
That's
right?
so metal.
Don't mind if I do.
This is your contact in the Deathland Scav. Give me a name for this band of Deathland scavengers.
The Gorlocks.
The what?
The Gorlocks.
Gorlocks.
Not a lot of love for the Gorlocks, I'm sensing.
What the fuck is the is that? Okay, I'm sorry. I forgot what I asked and spaced out for a second, and then I heard you go, the Gorlocks. The Gorlocks, and I forgot what we were talking about, and my brain was, oh yeah, the Gorlocks. Okay, the Gorlocks. Yeah, the Gorlocks, and this is one of the Gorlocks. His name
Steve.
is Steve Gorlock. Steve Gorlock. right? Steve Gorlock, formerly a banker in...
Wait, their last name is that like a clan?
Yeah, they're Clan
Okay.
Gorlock. He's Steve of Clan Gorlock. He wasn't born into it. He became an honorary member.
Yeah, have you never heard of the
You
Gorlocks?
knew Steve,
Oh my God, I'm
actually.
sorry.
One of you
I
knew
gotta read up on
Steve.
the lore.
What is your past?
A snake oil salesman? Con
Yeah.
man?
So Steve is a guy you sold some snake oil to back in the day. He was like a vendor, so he distributed it.
Oh,
You
okay.
sold it to him, right? He ran a business, became disinterested in commerce, and 10 years ago just fucked off and joined the Deathlands. And so you guys were able to like hook him up, and it was like, yeah, you give me some heroin, I'd happily drive you to the bridge, right?
Perfect.
And so you guys are driving, and you look down like we like pan over to this guy and then back to Silas, who's now looking through that slot at the guy, and then Silas like looks forward and looks down, and the camera follows his vision to the grated floor where there's just this like big red gem that's like pulsating just in a chamber at the bottom of this weird metal scavenged vehicle you're in, and it's just blah 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 blah. And Steve from the front like sees you looking at it in the rearview mirror, and he shouts back, "Yeah, don't worry about that. That's my spirit bane charm. It keeps most of the big fuckers at bay." And you hear a "Wah!" And he takes out like a sawed-off shotgun and most of them anyway. We're almost at the bridge now. I hope you guys brought something to deal with them, because I ain't staying.
Why are you pointing at me?
You're the one with the bullets. Do you have the
Oh.
fancy bullets?
Electroplasmic? Is that what it is?
Yeah, electroplasmic. You got it.
I have a spirit bane charm.
Ammunition.
And he's gonna look and see the little necklace charm. And like the camera, it's like it focuses on yours and then zooms out to put it in frame with the huge one at the bottom of the truck, and he's like, "Yeah!" And like Steve is thinking, "All right, well at least I won't have to deal with the return trip." As eventually, you guys are going to.
3 stress flashback. I
He's
have
gonna-
an even bigger spirit.
It's like the scene from Muppets Most Wanted. Where I don't know why that was.
Yeah, wait, what?
It's Ty Burrell, Interpol agent, and like Sam the Eagle, CIA agent, and they're like, "I'm sorry, this is my jurisdiction. I've got
Oh,
a
wait,
badge."
no, I know
and
what
Ty
you're
Burrell's
talking
like, "I've got a bigger badge," and then Sam the Eagle's like, "You win this round." And then at the end of the conversation, they're like, "Package for you, Sam the Eagle," and it's a big box, and he opens it, and it's a huge badge. Right? That's what I was referencing. I don't know why. I love that movie, but I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it in like 3 years. It's good though. It's good.
I love Muppets.
Sponsored stream.
Bullet
Anyway,
Train sponsored by the Muppets.
Bullet Train 2.
A
The
Muppet
Muppets are
Company
here now.
production.
So okay, he's like Steve is gonna reach forward, and the Gorlocks, they like to be impressively industrious and bulky, and so the key to the ignition is like this big skeleton key, and so he reaches like towards the ignition, which instead of having a passenger seat, there's just room for this big key, and he just. And the truck is going to rumble down to a stop. And he's going to say, "Bum, bum! All right, have at him!" And the back doors are going to swing open of this, sort of half track. And you guys look out.
I feel like we're getting deployed.
You guys, look out. And it's just
Normandy.
behind you, it's this endless expanse of gray sand and dust and ash and dead trees and the occasional, ruined, burnt-out building, right? Most of this is pure wasteland, and there is some punctuating signs of the civilizations that used to thrive here. And off in the distance, you just see this little blue dome flickering where Duskwall stands. Looking up into the sky, it is like storm clouds, but the storm clouds are just like this mottled dark bluish purplish, and constantly green and blue streaks of lightning just tear across the sky. There's no rain out here yet, just this sort of dry thunderstorm that's echoing out across this blasted wasteland. And as the truck continues to hum in its idle state, he's like, "All right, get going. Gas is expensive."
Let's unload our comically large plunger and lots of explosives.
So yeah,
We
you
have
guys
to.
And so he's gonna the doors close, and he's gonna say, "All right, give me the signal when you're ready for pickup."
The signal's whatever we
Should we
want.
assume that we know the signal?
You'll
We know-
improvise. The signal is whatever is most convenient and cool and dramatic when the time comes. And so, okay.
I pull up my whistle.
So you guys get
I'll
out of
shoot
this.
him
You
off
guys
your
get out of this, and he's in like this sort of half track kind of thing where there's treads at the back and 4 big tires, 2 to either side, and it's like a sloped front and a big like rectangular cabin, and it's made out of like riveted metal, all sort of plastered together. And this rickety bucket's gonna just drag off into the distance, right? And so you guys are now just left standing there in the middle of the post-apocalyptic wasteland, and you can just hear the wailing, the banshee-like wailing of eldritch abominations and ghastly ghouls in the
Eldritch
distance.
King?
Eldritch is back.
Eldritch King Ed!
He's screaming in the sky.
Okay.
I went ahead and take Spirit Bane Charm. I got it on me.
All right, so you've got your little
Get that thing on.
you got your little
Back.
Spirit Bane charm,
Back.
and now
Should I take that too?
Could we not have gotten a bigger one for the journey?
what do you guys? What
Should
what
we make
now?
our way to the bridge?
Well, so he
Yeah.
dropped you like should we make our way to the bridge? And you turn around and you were dropped right at the edge of this ravine that just plummets down way into the distance, right? It's this big like black stone canyon, and the electro rail is like you're like 20 yards from it. It just goes, hits the bridge, huge reinforced stone bridge, and then continues across the ravine. So you're there. Like he dropped you at the bridge. You've been transported.
Okay, let's look up our.
So we're
We
probably
start-
gonna have to take climbing gear and
Yeah.
like get down in there, place the explosives, and then get out. And
Are we all gonna need to have climbing gear to get into the
One
ravine?
person can pioneer it,
Okay.
but the more time you spend here, the more attention that
'Cause I'm just
creepy
thinking,
ghoulies
like,
and ghosties may pay.
If I'm gonna want to have my rifle and my ammunition, the electroplasmic ammunition.
That's half your stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, and then if I wanted armor, I would only have 1 spot left, so I couldn't take climbing gear.
Okay. I'll take climbing gear.
Let's see, because I need to be able to take all my bandoliers and stuff too.
All right, you're gonna take climbing.
If you have bandoliers, I can take climbing gear because I
Well, bandoliers are only 2, right?
So
But also
is
if
the
you want wrecking
electroplasmic
tools later
ammunition
on.
like different than
Yeah,
what I
good
would normally?
yeah I think
Yeah, electroplasmic ammunition is ammo that works against ghosts.
Okay.
most of my stuff
Yeah,
that's
I don't
useful
think
is only $1, so I can take climbing gear.
All right, so Silas, you take climbing gear. All right, and you guys are standing at the edge of this ravine.
Yeah.
And I'm imagining like the bridge is like steel girders that go down that have like
project.
brick built up around them, right? Like just this big arched structure, like a big European like Alps train bridge is what I'm imagining, but like dark and edgy and grim, right? It's like a Alps train bridge, but fucked up and dark, right? That's what we're dealing with here.
Totally Alps train bridge.
So what do you do?
Rig up our explosives.
We're gonna
You're gonna climb down to
climb
key
down
points?
to like the key points in
Would
the
somebody
structure.
like to roll something to identify the key points of this bridge?
We've.
I'm gonna roll
I feel like we would have
Well,
plans.
I think
we would
like
know what we're
I
doing.
think
Or
study-
somebody can flash back to studying the plans of this bridge if they'd like.
Yeah.
I would rather just roll my 3 tinker dice than stress.
Okay.
All right, now I'm going to give you standard risky. Would you like to go to desperate great?
What's the desperate effect of me just looking at a
Fall.
bridge?
Oh, looking at the bridge?
Am I not just inspecting the bridge
Ghost.
for...
I'm not going to tell you, but
Ghost.
I have a good one in mind.
It's the ghost.
You put him in the wrong spot.
Jump scare.
I mean, Rincewood's a little reckless, guys.
It's true.
that's like a reference.
Live your truth.
I'm just gonna do normal.
Wait, standard risky?
Standard bridge.
Okay, go ahead.
Wax cards.
Oh! All right, so you fail. So you're looking there, studying the bridge up and down, but this thing is well built, and it's really difficult to identify one singular strategic weak point. It looks like, I mean, even if you had a lot of dynamite, just blowing one part of this bridge, well, it's going to be difficult to take it all down. At least that's your initial survey of the bridge, right?
I rolled tinker, not survey.
Oh, you probably should have rolled survey, but that's my fault. All right. Okay. So, I'm going to create a clock now
Ghosty boys.
for ghostly attention. And I'm filling it with 4 slices, and you suffered a standard consequence, meaning I'm filling in 2 of them. You're
Good
sitting
thing I
there.
didn't do desperate.
You're sitting there expending all of this mental energy and taking time. And all of this mental energy you're expending is just like, it's like using sonar deep underwater, right? It's like just pulsing out, unbeknownst to you, invisible to the naked eye, just this intellectual energy that spirits nearby are going to draw on, like blood in the water.
I shouldn't have
2
picked it
underwater analogies, I don't know why. Okay. Somebody give me something. You still don't know where to set these charges.
I'll just flash back
Yeah.
and say that we had plans and we know where we like figured out where we were gonna do it all.
I had-
how
I had
much?
it
Because
upside
that was
down.
like how much we would need to bring. and
Yeah,
stuff
you can be like one stress flashback, and you're like,
Yeah.
okay, well, you can't identify a critical weak point here, but we've got this one, like, we've got this fallback option. You're like, okay, we can do that. All right. All right, so now you know where to plant down. I'm going to say the strategic points are like halfway down the bridge. You know, these arches meet this specific girder at the bottom, right? And, you know, given all of the physics and where the pressure points meet, this is where there's going to be the most wear and tear on the bridge by gravity, square cube.
Yeah.
Put them there.
Those are
right?
engineering words, yeah. In
So-
my engineering class, they actually said those words.
They
yeah.
said square cube.
Yeah.
They did say that.
Pilot.
Most cubes are square. All right. So you guys know where to put them, and it's halfway down the ravine. What do you do?
We climbing.
Is this like a fine wrecking tools reference?
I don't know if climbing is wrecking tools.
But I meant like for placing the dynamite and
I
everything.
think demolition tools are their own thing.
That's so sad.
Oh yeah, that is true.
I
don't
have
have-
demolition tools.
We all have them.
Oh, I didn't realize that. was-
Oh wait, you have them in both?
Never mind. I was just.
But they're not fine. That's the tragic part. What's the difference between wrecking and demolition?
Wrecking is like a sledgehammer. Demolition is like dynamite.
I thought we were sledgehammering this bridge. I'm so confused.
So
Broad big.
somebody's ticked load for climbing.
I take load for climbing.
Who wants to climb down and set the
What
and
would
set
that
like
be?
the guide?
I think
rope
I'm a
for
resident
everyone
climber.
else? Probably prowl.
I have 2 prowl.
I have 1 in prowl.
What do you have?
I don't have any prowl. I think we used finesse last time. Because I thought I climbed last time.
No, I thought we had Nora climb.
Yes, you did. Yeah, she was the prowler.
Should I climb then since I have prowl?
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay.
All right, I am going to give you standard risky. Do you want to go to desperate great?
No.
Okay.
4.
Success.
With a consequence. I am going to say that you are able to climb down. You're, hauling your way down. You've got the ropes. You harness yourself in, and you're halfway down the bridge. And one of the aesthetic stones at the side is going to give way, and you're going to fly out and bam, crash back into the side of the bridge and take a level 2 harm.
Ouchie.
Fracture. Would you like to resist?
Probably.
Yeah.
Give me prowess, please.
Don't you roll for
Yeah.
That's nice.
6.
Wow. Okay. No stress and suffer a level 1 harm.
That's
bruise.
really nice.
And you plant your feet down at the bottom, and the guide rope is set for everyone else to come down, and boom, you guys are all beneath this bridge. Now, off in the distance, you're gonna hear a train whistle.
It's getting closer, guys.
Why did we go earlier? Oh my gosh.
Really cut it close.
Yeah, we can already hear it?
This is an it's loud. No, this is an 8-segment clock,
Okay.
and when I fill it, the train is gonna get to the bridge. All right.
It's gonna be really awkward if we don't have the explosive set in time.
Parachute.
They
We
just
can
see
get a
4
ghost
people
to
on the
get,
bridge
wait,
and they
we
go
get
right
the
by.
attention of a ghost.
Nothing happens.
Backup plan, we get the attention of a really, really big scary ghost, and then we get in the train and make it attack the train.
That is fair. That was a lot of words. I don't know if we can pull that off.
Backup plan, backup plan.
I do judge my plans by how many words it takes to talk about them.
That is true.
Big
Okay,
ghost.
so what do we do?
Big ghost.
Give me something.
We're hooking
Planting
up
charges.
So who's gonna
Who's planting
take
the charges?
Who's
What
gonna
would that-
take demolition?
Right? I can take them away.
I don't know
Wait,
any
so
of
the way it's going
I
to
have
work is
one
if you
red.
guys have one set of demolition tools, I am going to give this a limited effect. 2 demolition tools, I'll give it standard effect. 3 demolition tools, I'll give it great effect. You can also trade position for effect as well. I'm going to be giving you risky position for this roll if you're rolling with rec. And so you can... oh, no. That doesn't... I'm going to give you risky position on this roll. So with 2 demolition charges, you could trade down to desperate great.
I feel like it would be finesse, because we're not
No, this is absolutely rec.
okay.
Yeah, this is what rec is for. Yeah, this is rec.
I think last time we used Tinker for wreck, which seems wrong.
It
Because I
is
definitely used wrecking tools with Tinker last time.
Which, yeah,
Which is insane.
Yeah, that precedent has been reset.
Yeah. I didn't know that
Okay.
wreck was its own thing.
Really, there's only like 12 skills.
Yes, that's true.
So,
Yeah, but
okay.
I don't look at the things I don't have skills.
You guys have rec, right?
I have a point of
I
wreck.
don't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got
okay,
one
yeah.
right.
You guys have 2 leeches. It'd be weird if
Yeah.
no one had rec. So, how many demolition tools are you bringing?
What do you have in rec?
I have one.
I have one. I can stress to help though.
or
Yeah.
vice versa.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
push yourself. You can help. You can devil's bargain.
Demolition
Like,
tools is 2 boxes, so we probably shouldn't do more than 1.
I can take a box.
But limited effect. I mean, I feel like we want at least standard for because this
Yeah,
is like
we
the
want-
most
Yeah, but we can
straightforward.
trade. We'll probably have to trade down.
I can take it as well. I just won't get armor.
No, I think we need you to have armor. To be honest with you. Okay, what if me and Ryan take it? Because
Yeah, that works for me.
that still
I'm
leaves
planning
room
to.
for us to get 2 bandoliers each, and then find tinkering tools or friend recognize
Yeah.
stuff like that.
So you're bringing 2 sets of demolition
2
tools?
sets.
All right, I'm going to give you standard risky.
Can I have the pencil?
Would you like to trade to desperate great?
I think we should trade desperate right here because I think we need the train to like
We only have
collapse.
one
Yeah.
die, right?
Oh, that's true.
Or 2 if you help.
Well, if I push myself and then you help.
We should have got the fine tools upgrade for our thing.
It's okay.
Now give me something.
Okay. I think I should wreck. I don't know if it makes a huge difference, but I have saboteur. I don't know.
Oh, that
You know,
sounds like it makes a huge difference.
We need
It's-
to wreck. The work is much.
It's just work is much quieter and hidden from casual inspection, but no one's inspecting the bridge right now.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I wouldn't attract as much attention from the ghouls.
the ghosties.
Actually, yeah.
Yes.
And I'll stress myself to help to give you a die.
I'll pushing myself is 2 stress.
That puts you at 3.
3.
Any devil's bargains? Lana?
Yeah, a devil's bargain is as I fill in 2 slices on the ghost squad.
I feel
Oh,
like we
we
don't take that.
we don't want it full.
We just need to get the explosive done, then we can worry about the ghost.
I'll tell you what. Devil's bargain, the trains are running very much on time. They got themselves in good order. I will say that I'm going to fill in 5 slices on the train time clock, giving you 2 slices to get yourself away from the explosion.
I don't think we want to do that,
No.
team.
Because we're gonna have to fight a ghost.
Well, no.
Yeah, wait.
Saboteur.
But like, I feel like.
I can't give that as a consequence. Unless you want to take Devil's
What's our
bargain, the
plan
ghost
to
find
get,
you.
What's our plan to get away?
We probably have to climb
Run.
up, which is gonna take time.
I could.
And if someone's gonna roll bad climbing up, and we're going to be
Well,
stuck.
we
Group
could do
prowl.
a group action. Yeah, I could take the stress.
Do people have good prowl?
I have 2.
I got 1.
I have 1.
But I think that's good because like
Then,
we don't
yeah,
have
we're all
to
rolling
roll
1
twice
die,
and take the
yeah.
lower.
Okay, so are we gonna do the train? Is it worth
feel
the
like it's-
extra?
I don't know. I feel like
Okay.
If we do the train, we're gonna take a lot of stress on the way out, probably.
if we do the what?
If we do the 5 chain, like the
The
5
devil's
train,
bargain.
yeah, we're gonna end up taking a lot of stress.
Okay, but what happens if we don't take it and then I fail this roll? Like, what do we?
Yeah. Then what?
That's true. We need
We
this
need
roll.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, devil's bargain.
I say take it.
Okay. Devil's bargain, I fill in 5 slices on. Wow.
So, okay,
So
so
how
I
many-
gave you a die, so that's 2
So
dies.
you're planting these charges, and you're taking time and doing it. You're like making sure that this is going to be a perfectly planted charge. And as you're doing so, like the team is, they're looking up and they're seeing the train on the horizon getting bigger and bigger, right? The glow of its electroplasmic lights are getting brighter. The train is approaching, and you've got to hurry and do
Okay.
your work quick. How many dice do you have?
4.
Have you pushed yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, and
Yeah,
you
we
are
have
receiving
one-
help?
One
I'm helping.
just for having it. I receive help, pushing myself, and then devil's bargain.
All right, your odds of outright failure are like 6%.
Yeah, it's fine.
Why would you say that, James?
2 6s.
Box cards.
Flex.
Outright failure. What?
Outright failure.
Okay.
That hurts.
So that was desperate great, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we just lose now, right? Like, that's what just happened. We just
That's
lost our
so
lose.
unfortunate.
We still have our skulk on the train.
Here's what
Don't even worry.
we smash cut to the skull.
Does the entire
Stress flashback.
The skull is hiding in a safe, waiting for you guys to come get him out. And
Guys, why don't we just
Hear me
Just
out,
on the
James.
train.
Can I take stress to flashback? The Skulk is on the train. He's going to slow this train down, and you erase a couple slices from the train.
I have a better idea. I think I have a really good consequence for this. That's going to move this drama along and also be very desperate. What if you're working to set up these explosives and you reach into your tool belt and accidentally create a spark with like a blowtorch you've got, and it detonates all of the explosives here?
While we're on
So
it.
Ryan just dies.
Hear me out. I was thinking about this worst case scenario. So
Now, but you did fail the roll, and that does... No, actually, the roll wasn't to blow up the bridge. The roll was to set the charges. Yeah, the roll was to set the charges, so it does still count as a failure if they go off now, because I couldn't hand that out as a consequence if you succeeded. I think this is within the bounds of the rules. I think the charges are going to go off now.
While I'm holding him.
Who all is
my
on the
bag?
bridge
All
right
of
now?
you.
All of us. Okay.
Wait, you guys are.
You all climbed down.
Oh,
We did?
Or at the very least, you climbed
Yeah.
down.
I climbed
You
down.
said we were all down there.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
okay.
did describe you all being on the bridge, because you're helping.
That's true.
Yeah, like you guys are all setting these charges.
Yeah.
If I theoretically, burglary gear is pretty vague. Burglary gear.
You can't tick right now. I'm about to give you a
Okay.
consequence.
Oh, you have to do the consequence first.
I mean,
So
that's
I like that one, because it blows up the bridge.
It
And
doesn't
it's gonna,
screw us over completely.
it's gonna
Yeah.
injure you guys.
We get to keep playing.
Like, this
at
is
least.
gonna be desperate.
Yeah.
I'm thinking everyone suffers a level 3 harm. That you can resist if you would like.
I would like to roll to resist.
So, okay, please roll prowess resist.
I'm debating if I want to take armor.
Oh, yeah, you could also take armor.
I'm
take
gonna
armor,
just
like-
roll to resist.
Please go ahead and roll prowess to resist.
Is taking
Another 6!
Alright, please take a level 1 harm shrapnel.
I have.
I'm gonna roll to resist.
Is my
with two.
prowess
cut.
3?
Yes. No,
Okay.
no, no.
Oh,
it's
2
two.
5s.
Two.
Double 5.
Ooh, take 1 stress and a level 1 harm cut.
Do I take armor or do I roll 2 dice?
Your call.
Can
How
I
much
be handed
fighting
a
do you think
pencil?
you'll be getting into?
Probably not a lot.
Then I would just take armor.
No!
Already died.
Okay, I got a 4.
Not a bad start.
2 1s and 4. Oh my god.
3 1s
And a 4.
Oh,
Four's
okay.
not bad though.
So you take 2 stress and a level 1 harm cut.
I'm just gonna take armor.
You take a level 1 harm cut.
Well, I mean, not the worst thing.
So you guys sit there, this spark goes, and like you turn and you're like, everyone down now. And you all dive to the ground, right? Or cower behind other pillars, and bam, 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 bam! All of the charges just
This does mean the train's not gonna crash though. It's just gonna stop.
dust is kicked out. No, the train is
No,
too
it's-
close to stop.
Yeah.
The devil's bargain, really.
So yeah, like in my
Was
head,
a
I was
heavenly
thinking like
bargain.
the train can only stop if there's 4 slices left, right? Because they're right there. Like you can hear the whistles by this point. So dust and
we
like
really just
fragments
need-
of
we need to
steel
do that.
and sparks are gonna
That's what
fly
we're
out
doing.
everywhere. Just and you guys look up, covered in dust and soot and ash, like gasping for air, standing on this bridge, and then you hear. The bridge is about to collapse, and you are all still on it. Like you're standing there. You
Grappling
lean up, Ingvald, and like you kick yourself back like a foot as like a huge crack is going to appear, and like the plunger is gonna fall into the crack and then get crushed as the other half shifts forward. Like rocks are falling all around
get out of
you.
here.
Like a steel rivet. Like you duck down as a steel rivet just
Can we like
twists out of the structure behind you.
can we like run to the edge of the ravine and like hammer something in so we can all like hold on?
Holy shit, that's a cool idea. Okay, what is your plan? What are you doing?
Run to run along the bridge. If I'm imagining how this is correctly in my head, run like along the bridge to the edge of the ravine, and then where like the wall of like rock is, take our
Hammer like a
climbing
pike
gear,
into it.
yeah, pike for each of
This
us,
is like the cave.
and just
mission.
kind of like hold.
This
there,
is like the cave mission.
hold there and try and like work our way back up with the climbing gear.
Okay, that is
Wait,
a
okay.
that
Well,
is
we
a,
don't actually have to work our way back up. We just have to wait for the train.
that
to
is
come.
a dramatic and very heroic plan. I like that.
I'm confused about our position right now. Are we hanging on the side of the bridge? or
No,
are
no,
we
no.
on the
I'm
bottom?
imagining. So it's like a bridge with like a bunch of things going down and arches, and then there's like some support, like there's like some support beams that
Right.
run up horizontal below the bridge, and you're standing on like those.
Oh,
those
standing
like
on the
brick,
beams.
those like
Okay.
brick, concrete, and girder structures that form a horizontal.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's how bridges are built, but that's how this one's
But
built,
okay, fair enough.
I
right?
just don't know like.
So
if
we just go-
And there's
we
like
just go to the side-
columns all around you that go up.
And we just go to the side of this ravine and are holding on while the rest of the bridge collapses.
That's I think you're.
I
right.
mean, I'm just assuming the bridge is gonna collapse.
Yeah,
but if
no,
we have
I
a
mean,
better
probably.
idea, I'm all for
Now
it.
you are going to need to make a roll to hammer this pipe into the side of the wall, and everyone is going to need to either group prowl or individually prowl to get there.
I'm asking that we group as I have no problem.
Yeah.
Okay. So what does that entail?
Leading a
doing?
group prowl just means you're the one that takes stress.
Yeah. Okay.
Everyone rolls prowl, and we take the highest of all of your rolls.
Okay.
But everyone who fails is 1 stress for the leader.
Yes. So who's leading?
I'll lead.
It doesn't need to be the person with the highest prowl.
Yeah, maybe someone would
I
just
can-
lower stress.
I'm
Although
at
you only
3
have one,
I
stress.
only
I have
have
2.
one.
2. 3.
So
But
Yeah, so
remember
you have
that
the lowest
Silas
anyway.
is your least combat
Yeah,
character.
That's true.
I
You
probably
should
I'll take the
probably-
stress.
Okay.
Like Silas is probably going to be doing a lot of helping and flashing back here.
okay.
Oh, so I don't need to take the stress.
Well,
No,
helping is
that
helping
means
is 1
this
stress.
Helping is one
what
stress.
we need you for.
Oh, okay.
But I feel like you could use more stress.
We need your stress
more
for
like
gunning people down.
because you're shooting.
I got that.
So Silas stands up, covered in soot and dust and ash, and he's like, "Everyone, there, now!" And you all like take off sprinting as the bridge is shifting and cracking behind you. This is desperate standard, of course, because the consequence if you don't get there is very dramatic.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
Group prowl action.
So I just roll my regular prowl.
Well, there you die.
4. Okay, you're going to succeed with a desperate consequence. Now you roll. 1. You're going to succeed with a desperate consequence. 2 and take the lower.
Disadvantage.
All right, you're going to succeed with a desperate consequence.
That's 1 less stress at the end.
I have 2, so this isn't.
6. You succeed with no consequence. You take 1 stress.
That was also really good that we rolled only 1 failure.
Yeah.
Solid, yeah. So you guys are sprinting, and just like we do like a running shot like we did for Eldritch earlier, where the camera's panning back and you guys are running forward, and you guys are just sprinting, and rocks and steel are just falling behind you, and like Ingvald is running, and Rincewind is gonna trip a little bit, and Ingvald is gonna like grab him.
Why did I trip?
Oh no, you fell.
I
you
don't
went
trip.
down.
I don't trip.
Yeah,
I'm a bigger guy. I
Yeah,
don't know. I
Ingvald,
can't
you
remember.
trip.
slow.
You trip, and Rincewind just comes up and grabs your arm forward as a full girder falls inches behind you and just smashes through the bottom of the support. And you guys are gonna like almost fall backwards and just stagger forward and reach the end of this ravine as the whole bridge is about to come crashing down. You have now arrived at the side of the ravine with everyone else and have seconds to react and get these pythons into the wall. It's about to come down. Desperate standard, probably, depending on what you tell me you're rolling.
Prowl?
Does it have to be
Wait,
her,
not
or
prowl,
can I
right.
tinker?
I say tinker might be
Tinker,
good.
yeah.
I say, does it have to be her?
Or
can I tinker?
skirmish, if I'm hammering something in.
Finesse, maybe?
I'm good at finesse or
I
tinker.
could buy finesse.
I have
That's
3
not-
finesse.
I could buy
That's
finesse.
the best one I can
I
think
could
of.
buy wreck, and I could buy prowl. I think I could buy prowl more
I have
than I could buy finesse. I think prowl makes the most sense.
I don't have prowl. I have 3 finesse.
You have 3 finesse.
I think prowl makes the most sense here.
the prowl.
Then I shall roll.
I'm giving you desperate standard. You have 2 dice, I think.
Yeah.
Anyone like to stress for help? This is desperate standard. I'll
I
allow you
feel
to go
like-
to catastrophic. Great.
I can, but it would be my 4th stress.
I'm at 4 stress right now.
I can go to 4.
All right.
Okay, I'll help.
All right, you have 3 dice. Would you like to push yourself for 2 extra?
2 extra?
Yeah, push
2
yourself
2
for 2 dice. For 2 stress.
Yeah, one
2
extra.
stress for 1 die.
What?
Yeah, yeah. Should I? I only have 1 stress.
I think we.
But if you want me to save it, I'll save it.
It's up to y'all.
Because I don't have any many injury spaces to take extra stress.
You can, yeah, you essentially have 2 free stress boxes for your
Yeah.
injuries.
I'll just roll the 3.
Okay,
That'll be okay.
desperate standard. I will not read your odds of failure this time.
5, 6.
6!
Oh,
All right,
That was a good roll. That was
Yeah.
a great roll.
you like lunge forward and hammer a python into the wall and like toss the rope to everyone. Like they all grab it. 1,
That
2,
military
3. You all kick off the side of the bridge as just the heaving stone structure just deafeningly careens down into the cavern. Just. And you're all sitting there just like completely gray. Like all of you just head to toe, just soot, ash, drenched. Like clinging to this rope.
Camouflage.
Like hands bleeding
you said that word, and I looked up thinking you were saying my name.
hands bleeding, like blood trickling down the rope. Like you guys are just a mass of red and gray on the side of this ravine wall.
Now we have a cut though.
And like
Bruce.
there's like silence, and we get like a reaction shot of a couple of your guys' faces just as right, like the serenity of the moment is immediately disrupted by a as we see the front of this train, which is a large steel structure, just leap off the side of the ravine. Like electro rail trains go ludicrous fast. Like these things need to go fast because if a ghost catches it, like if a you know they're kind of fucked,
Yeah.
right? And so this thing goes careening off the side of the cavern, and it almost looks like it's going to make the jump just by virtue of how much speed it has, and it just goes down a little bit, and the front hits the side of the cavern, and just the back sort of flips over, and the whole thing sort of careens into itself, and it's just this folding of iron and steel and copper as this mechanical worm train just.
This is just like.
Does the train have seatbelts?
I hope everyone's okay.
Our guy who's in the safe.
You're stalking.
We have hired the
Red
scope to
mist.
go cut all of the seatbelts inside of the train.
Yeah,
I wonder why they're having me do this.
There's
We
one.
had-
He left one seatbelt, and
We
it's for
let
him.
but he would know the plan, right? So we would have given him some way of getting off.
He's okay. He's as of right now. He's not on the train.
Why is
so,
he-
like,
Yeah, no, you haven't decided what
Yeah.
to do with him.
Oh,
yet.
okay.
So yeah, it's like he cuts all the seatbelts, right? And it's later he sees the train approaching the ravine. And he's like, ah! And he takes someone out of their seat, sits down, and fastens the seatbelt, and comes out of the chair. Right? Okay. Anyway, so the train like hurtles into the ravine in this deafening like cacophony orchestra of the rending of steel, and it just slides down, drops like 300 feet just into the bottom of this ravine.
Wow.
Just.
It's a lot of feet.
And there's just this, and like some of the cars break out into like blue, like some flames are blue, some are orange, and just smoke rising down up like towards you from the bottom of the ravine. Just catastrophic crash.
I'm sure we might be the bad guys.
No, this is gonna set us up for life,
We need money.
guys. We need this money.
150 quid. All
We
right.
can legitimize Bowling Tree tinctures.
Yeah.
This is what we need.
So you guys are sitting there, huddled, covered in cuts and soot. What do?
Make our way down.
Yeah.
Does climbing gear include a parachute?
No.
If I take burglary gear, can I get a parachute?
Honestly, yeah. But that's all that's in there. You're not going to get a crowbar and like
Okay.
suction cups.
That's all I need.
Okay.
Very
I-
specific burglary gear.
I
Like,
want.
that is I think that makes the most sense.
I want to do that, but it would be my last.
Why can't we just
Load.
use the climbing
Really?
gear? Be like
It would
go
be
down the
yeah,
road.
because I took armor and climbing gear
That is
and a spear base.
so bizarre to me. Okay, you can take load for a parachute if you'd like.
Wait, but
I
don't
mean,
we have climbing?
Yeah,
Well,
we
how
can
many
just do like
Yeah.
rock climbings where rock climbers where we just like
Rappel down.
Yeah.
Not as cool as the parachute,
I don't know.
but probably better.
Would that be like allowed with what we have?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think if somebody would
'Cause
like to
we're quite
prowl
literally
down there.
Climbing.
Can we group prowl again?
Yeah, you can group prowl. Who wants to lead?
Who's got the least? I have the least. I can just group it.
If we're all good.
Do we need to group it, or can we just let Catherine lead the way and then we follow?
I guess Catherine could also lead the way, but it would have to be. I would make that a desperate standard roll instead of standard risky.
And I would only.
So
do,
it's
like,
potentially a
shoot.
worse payoff, but only one person needs to do it. You're not going to be taking any stress.
Whatever y'all think.
I feel like to successfully do that, she would have to push herself and take stress anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we might as well do a group.
Yeah.
All right. Who's leading?
I'll lead since I only have one stress.
All right. Let's do lowest to highest. Rincewind. Prowl, please.
Yes.
All right. Success with no consequence. No, never mind. That's a success with consequence because
Yeah.
it's 0 dice.
If you roll 6
Oh, I
on
forgot
a
that
0, do you
it's-
get a crit or no?
You don't get a crit now.
I didn't
It's
realize
impossible to
it
crit
was
on
the
0 dice.
lowest.
Success with success with standard consequence. Okay, success with standard consequence. Success with no consequence again,
And 1 stress.
and 1 stress.
One stress. I forgot.
As you guys climb your way down
That was
just
better
towards
than
the
just
smoky
doing it
wreckage
better.
of this train at the bottom of the ravine, right? So just you plant your feet on the ground, and there's this small stream of just thick black liquid that's running through the bottom of the cavern, right? So you guys plant your feet down, and just before you is all of the train cars, some piled on top of the other, some still connected to each other, and just smoke pouring out of some of them, like just this mangled, really quite tall mess of rubble in front of you. Dice cam out of focus.
No. I don't know.
I love focusing dice cams.
It worked. It didn't work. Oh wait, no, this is what we do for that. It did not work. We'll fix that when we need dice.
I like to roll.
We'll turn on the DM cam, which we don't have anymore. Oh, that is the DM cam. Crazy moment. Okay. That was stupid. Crazy moment. Okay. You guys have planted your feet down at the bottom of this ravine. What now?
I'm just saying we should.
Flashback to when we saw the blueprint. We know where the money is in this train.
This train is a jumble of mess, is it not?
Yeah, but there's got to be like a big sign on the car that says this is where the money is, right?
right.
Yeah, a big arrow pointing to it saying money's in.
Big red circle.
If somebody would like to perhaps survey the wreckage.
I have a single survey.
I think that's the most of anybody.
I got 1.
I'm going to give you limited risky because of the nature of this situation.
My rolling, you rolling.
Would you like to go to desperate standard?
Would I like to what?
Would you like to go to desperate standard instead of limited risky?
I'm gonna guess that the punishment here is gonna be the ghosties.
Your survey.
Or
hasn't
somebody
been
that's
too
on the
good,
train that
actually.
didn't die.
When did I survey earlier? I
bridge?
I tinkered with 3 and didn't get it.
That helped. You know what? You go.
No. Captain, roll the die.
You've been rolling good.
Come on, Captain.
Wait, hold on. Would you like limited risky or desperate standard?
With what? How many stress would I have to take to help?
1, 2,
1.
Oh yeah, it's to help.
Yeah, I'll help you because I have survey and that makes more sense. Plus, I have really more stress right now, I think. Other than you, but you need yours for shooting people.
Okay, 2 dice.
2 dice.
Okay.
Sure.
Desperate standard or limited risky?
You guys.
I think we
decide.
need to know where the money is, so we probably want standard, but desperate could be bad, and you're only rolling 2.
Devil's
That was
consequence.
6. You should roll.
Devil's consequence.
Yeah, I was wondering about that one.
Devil's bargain. Devil's bargain. The Skulk died in the train accident. You did have him on there, and he's dead.
I don't think.
He's gonna always use our cohorts as sacrifice for
Not Nick Fleming.
So no.
flashback. McFleming is here.
Do we need it?
I feel like
What are we gonna use it for?
I think limited risky. Because I don't like the idea of.
For limited means I'm getting a clock, and it's going to be a 2-segment clock, and I fill in one of the 2 segments, or like maybe a 3-segment clock, and you need to find your way. You're going to get like part of the way to finding your way.
I think we need desperate.
we need desperate, but I also don't think we should. I think our
Alright,
scope
let's
will
just
come
roll
in
2
handy.
then.
I think.
Yeah.
I
So
think.
desperate standard. Skulk is still alive.
Sure.
Okay.
Wait, are you rolling?
I
You
think
need
we
to
do
confirm.
desperate stand.
Yeah.
Okay, desperate standard. 2 dice. The Skulk lives.
Guys, this is not.
Wait, somebody focus. Somebody put your hand in front of the dice cam.
How close?
Oh, you focused it. Good work. Roll quick.
6-6.
The gas
I told you you were rolling
Oh my
good.
gosh.
Those are my dice.
What does a crit even look like in this case? You just
We just get out with the money.
There's the big red.
The big red circle.
There's a sign.
Maybe
And it's
the cart
perfectly
is, like,
intact.
undamaged.
Yeah,
'Cause I
perfectly.
feel like some of the train cars are.
It's in a big
It's
vault.
on
that
top of all the train cars, so we don't have to like climb down into like the mess of it.
It's in a big
the
vault, so
top
it's all
one.
perfectly safe and together.
Well, no. The critical doesn't change the situation. It changes your performance of the situation.
Oh.
I'm going to say, like this armored bit was in the middle of the train, right? And so you've got this big tangle of cars, and you're looking through, and you're like counting like the number on each car, and you're like, we had plans from before, right? We knew what the train looked like, and so you're able to extrapolate. Well, if this car's there and that car's there, our guy is right in the middle of that tangle. And normally, that would be a very difficult thing to navigate to. But like surveying around, you're going to see that like some sort of electroplasmic cable running alongside through the cars burst during the explosion and kind of carved a hole, burrowing its way like halfway into the mangled mess.
Sweet. So we got a way in.
Let's get in there.
All right. So you guys, you climb your way through the hole. Would you like to roll something to get through this messy, burned out shortcut?
No, I think we got it.
What would you like?
Prowl?
This has been so much prowling.
Yeah.
What?
Finesse? Can we roll a finesse one time?
I don't know.
Isn't finesse hand
Maybe
stuff?
wreck? Because we're wrecking our way through.
If you would like to say,
I
I've
don't have
got
any wreck.
wrecking tools and I'm buffing out the sides.
I can
to
wrecking
clear-
tool.
Yeah, would you like? Yeah, wreck makes total sense for smoothing out this tunnel.
I don't have any wrecks.
I have one wreck, but
You
with
can also
five,
bring
I can-
fine
with my fine wrecking tools that I'm picking up right now,
Oh, okay.
I have 2.
All right, go ahead. I'm gonna give you standard risky. Would you like to go desperate great?
No.
I don't think this is would I have to take 2 stress to help or 1?
One.
One.
I could help you.
Works for me.
Now would you like to go desperate great?
No. Devil's bargain.
The
skulk
devil's
is
bargain. The
dead.
skulk's dead. I'll offer that one again one more time.
No, I don't think it's necessary yet.
All right.
I think
just go.
I think we
This is
save
good.
his sacrifice when it counts.
The skull.
5.
The skulk at a critical point of the campaign when you flash back in time and he died in the train crash. He's with you guys and just fades away.
I think it's so funny the idea that like we knew that we were gonna blow up the train.
we still alive. Like he was there for the planning phase when you were still thinking of boarding it. And,
We forgot.
We never gave him the memo.
Wait, so is he on the train? I'm confused.
We haven't
You haven't
decided.
decided.
No.
It's not
okay,
determined
okay,
yet.
okay.
So, okay, yeah, you're able to go in with your sledgehammer and just buff out any of the obstacles, and you guys climb through. And as you guys are climbing through, these cars are not regular train cars. They're probably 3-4 times the size of a standard train car. They're big. This is the only way to get city to city, and so there's economies of scale here, right? And as you guys are climbing through this hole that's been burned through car to car, right? As the electrics failed. You guys are going to you're crawling alongside and you've got this view sort of down into the cars, right? And as you're looking down, this car that's been turned over on its side, the hole burrows through this way. You're sort of crawling through the shadows. You don't need to buff this part out. You look and this was like a mini sort of storage car. There's like a few crates and they've all been smashed. And so there's like cargo, right? Like Duskwall produces a lot of like tinned eel. And like maybe some cheap furniture, right? So there's we'll say that this was transporting tinned eel, right? And so there's all sorts of cans just smashed and crates, and there's a crate here that is smashed into a guy, and you can just see his legs and gore, right? And there's all sorts of just battered, broken bodies, like probably 5 or 6 corpses of train workers, just railjacks, I think they're called, sprawled out on the floor. And this guy, the train is on its side, so the door is here. The door opens, and this guy in a lab coat that's had one of the arms torn off, wearing goggles, just climbs down, gasping out of breath, and he takes this glowing blue syringe out and just plunges it down into the neck of one corpse, into the neck of the second, and just a blue hole begins burning into their throat and down towards their chest, just evaporating the flesh over that part of their body. As this guy's exasperated, just
Somebody shoot this guy.
Should I shoot this guy? What's he doing?
Shoot him.
What's he doing?
I don't know. Shoot him.
You're the shooter.
If
Do
he
you
was
want
on,
to kill more people?
if he was on,
Oh,
He should've died the first
now
time.
You care about killing people?
He's made his way through 6 or 7.
Okay, this is gonna be a
there's 7
zombie
bodies that he's done
apocalypse.
through.
I'm gonna shoot him with the electroplasmic ammunition.
Okay, you're gonna shoot this guy. All right, I'm giving you controlled standard. Would you like to go to risky great? Because you are shooting from a position where he does not see you.
Risky great probably means he just dies.
Yeah.
Should we?
yes.
Okay. What am I?
Every roll we've made has been at risky or worse.
Would this be hunt?
Yes.
Okay.
You're a
That
hunter.
guy.
So you're going risky great?
Sure. Is that what we want?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't you have how many dice do you get?
3.
Wait, don't you have a fine?
Oh, I do have
rifle?
a fine rifle.
See?
Good call. Okay. 4.
Okay, so
Ooh.
you take a standard consequence. I'm going to say that standard consequence
Wait, I thought we
is
What?
Did we do risky or did we do standard?
risky great.
Risky.
You said standard consequence though.
Yeah, sorry, risky consequence. I don't want to toss out another injury. I don't have a ton of clocks I can throw right now. Mark 2 stress.
That was bad actually.
But we
Okay,
got
I
great
got 3
effects. The guy's
stress.
gonna
Yeah,
die.
your rifle pings out and just bullet to the brain. This guy drops the syringe on the floor and it shatters and sparks everywhere, and he's dead.
What about the people he was syringing? They're still dead, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't want this to be like a zombie thing.
It might still be. I don't know. You already injected someone.
Yeah.
So, well, you can go over to those 3 bodies.
want to.
Mag dump.
Can we just get in and out? Like, I don't want to do it.
Just go to the money. Let's avoid
Let's
avoid the
ignore
guys
it
that
for
got
now.
syringed.
Yeah, we'll bring
Can you
this
tell
bridge
that
when we
they've
get
been
to
like that he injected them? Like, are they?
But yeah, isn't there
is
like
this
a giant-
sensible
isn't-
from
isn't
the?
There's a
like a
giant
hole?
burned
Yeah.
hole. Yeah, in their throat, and all of the flesh over their heart has been burnt.
They're definitely gonna turn into.
Let's avoid those.
They're ghosts.
Can we
are
not just
gonna
like
kill
mag dump
us.
them?
Yeah,
real
you can
quick
just
for
walk
free?
up and mag dump them, no rolls.
Okay.
Like, you take a pistol and just you can hit each of the injected guys in the head,
Okay.
and just.
Yeah.
Now you go in for the third guy, the last one, and you shoot him in the head.
Oh.
Blam! Brain sprays out the top of his dead skull. And as you're doing this, one of the corpses that was not injected, just their arms just.
Oh, he was the guy who was supposed to stop that from happening.
I thought about that.
And like, there's gonna be like you're
Oh.
going to see like his flesh beneath his torn shirt bubbling like a boiling liquid.
we should have mag dumped that guy.
And he's gonna like, he stands up dead, like his eyes not moving, just like his mouth like banshee screeching, as his body is going to stand up, flesh boiling all over his torso, and just his ribs like tearing and poking out from his chest as though they were just peeking through a thick murky water, are going to tear out from his center, and
Someone take the syringe.
a spirit is
It
going
broke.
to, like a spirit.
Can I throw my spirit bane charm at the guy?
James looks so upset.
Can I just?
What are
shoot?
you? Well, yeah,
I
yeah.
can just shoot him with the.
Like, this guy's ghost is going to. By the way, it's common knowledge. It takes a ghost in Duskwall 3 days to emerge from a corpse.
Oh.
Right? So this guy's ghost is going to just burst out of him and spring towards you guys. Alright, go ahead and roll hunt. I'm going to give you standard risky. What did you get?
Nothing.
Failure? Straight
Yes,
failure?
Straight failure.
All right, so you're nervous. You just shot this guy. You have to like sheath your pistol, arm your rifle, and try and twitch fire. You flick over, and the ghost, as you fire, just lunges towards you. The consequence is you are going to be possessed. Would you like to resist?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
All right, I think whatever the please roll resolve.
Oh.
Guys, if I get possessed, I will not be resistant.
Wait, how much stress do you have left?
3, 4.
I can't wait to get possessed, guys.
Okay, so if you roll below a 3 here,
What happens if I'm possessed?
if you're possessed, the ghost has control of your body and can hit people.
I don't think we let that happen.
Okay,
Personally,
alright, I'm resisting. Nice!
So that's 5 stress.
I'm.
You're not out. You don't have to trauma out. You can take a level 1 harm for the last stress.
Okay.
You now take a level 2 harm, temporarily like I'm gonna say brain fried. Like you're gonna have this migraine headache as this ghost dives into you and you just kick and scream and will it out of your body back onto the floor and like kick back and just vomit up a bit of electroplasm and blood. And this ghost is still there. What do you 3 like to do?
What can I do against a ghost?
Like this thing just wrecked Ileana. Like
All
this
I
is
have
a,
is
this
my
is a
Spirit
powerful
Bane
ghost
charm.
in the death field, and it took every ounce of her strength to kick this thing out of her.
Is the syringe from the one guy like broken? The guy we shot.
The one he was
Should've
holding.
shot
I'm gonna say that he's
him.
got a
You
belt
should've
with a few
shot
more.
Okay.
But I can't. That's not gonna help against the ghost. That helps
No,
against-
but we should start after this guy. You gotta
Yeah.
start dealing with the
What
others.
can we do to a guy? What would my character think to do to a ghost? I don't know how the mechanics of it.
All I have is a
Well,
spirit bane
ghosts,
charm.
Spirit Bane Charm, it makes it way harder to possess you.
Okay.
Like, what am I gonna do? Shoot it with a blowgun?
Does anyone have anything electroplasmic on them? If you have a bandolier, you can
Could I
tick for
have
a...
ticked armor to protect me from that?
No, that's what a Spirit Bane Charm works as. Armor
Oh, I
only
have to
protects you
tick
from...
Spirit Bane charm.
Oh,
But then would I get rid of my stress and stuff? Or
Hmm.
I mean, we already did it.
we
so-
already did it,
Yeah,
but
I feel
didn't,
bad.
I didn't clarify. I will tell you what. Erase the level 2 harm and 1 stress.
Okay,
So we'll have adjusted the roll such that it's better. I think that's fair.
thank you.
Take a second stress as well. Take a second stress away. So you
Oh,
should
wait.
should
Okay.
have no harm and 2 stress boxes remaining.
Yeah.
And that's how we'll call it.
So
Okay,
I
what
no
were you
longer
saying?
can tick armor.
What were you saying about bandoliers?
You can take a vial of electroplasm if you'd like.
Okay. And if I did,
And like just
That's what
huck
I
it
was
into the
talking
ghost.
about.
Electroplasm?
Yeah. That's what I was talking about earlier.
Gotcha.
When I
okay.
said that the leeches have something they can.
Oh, I don't think that's a leech thing.
It's not-
I thought it was.
a leech
I
thing.
thought it was
It's
just
not.
leeches.
Well, it is because they have a bandolier, but no one's done it.
Yeah, it's not. It's not
never
like the
once
list.
It's not on the list.
Okay.
But I'm ruling that it is allowed because it's like.
And then what would I
carrying
use to
the-
attack with?
Finesse. Finesse is used for hurling out chemicals.
I got it.
Okay.
I'm a finesser.
So, Rince, when this ghost is in front of you,
Box cards.
all right. Now I'm going to give you standard risky. Please go ahead.
Box card.
All right. No roll.
But I've already got a
Yeah, you've already got a success, but with a consequence. All right. Success with a
I
consequence.
think 2 5 should upgrade to a 6.
The ghost is going to possess you.
Oh.
That's how this is a possessor ghost. Would you like to resist?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm going to be rolling
Do you have a
disadvantage.
spirit bane charm you'd like to take?
I can't take that as a leech.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think leeches have it.
Yeah, I don't have it.
So then,
Disadvantage
please-
on the result.
By the way, you did not take your spirit bane charm. You
Oh.
still have it.
Okay.
I ruled that you didn't use it, but I didn't tell you, so I lessened the consequences of the stress roll because it
Gotcha.
wasn't totally fair. So you can still use that resource.
Okay. Should I toss it to you?
So this is how much? What do you have in resolve?
0.
So you're going to be taking 6 minus the lower of these 2 dice stress, which might take you not fully out of commission because you can take harm.
I've got 5.
This could be devastating. Go ahead and roll.
It's devastating.
5 stress.
That's
You're not out. You don't have to trauma out.
I'm exactly. Is exactly how much stress I have left.
So this ghost, just phases into your head, and you kick and you scream and just, yeah, you grab a chunk of your hair and rip it out of your scalp and just, yeah. The ghost is going to be forced out by sheer power of will, and you are going to be staggered back. And as it hits the ground, you take out a vial of electroplasm and just shove it into its face, and it shatters, and it's going to burn callous your hand a little bit.
My
as the
hand's
ghost-
already calloused.
Yeah, it bounces off. It doesn't injure your hand, but it's gonna burn, and a little smoke is gonna come off as the ghost's face just melts away, and the rest of it just into blue dust on the floor.
I knew we shouldn't have killed that guy.
You took the shot.
I said, "Are we sure we want to kill it?" And you guys were like, "Yeah, yep,
A
yep."
couple other corpses are going to begin.
Syringe.
Can I grab the syringe
Yep,
and start
and
doing
just-
everything? Yeah.
And they dissolve.
For now. Can we keep the syringe with us and look for others?
I would like to keep this.
I think we
Yeah,
should
you
go
guys
with
can
it.
take
You gotta
this
take
guy's
the
syringe
mantle.
supplies with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're each equipped.
Now, you guys push your way, and suddenly, you look up, and this was the end of your sort of shortcut, right? You're halfway through the mess of train, and looking out this door, you're below in a big pile of wrecked train cars. You can't see the sky, right? You just can occasionally hear the whirring of machinery, some gunfire off in the distance, some screaming and fighting, right? How are you planning on navigating your way to the money car?
Should we just keep going in the same direction?
Well, I think we were taking a shortcut, and now the shortcut's over. Right?
Yeah. You were.
Yeah,
There was
we're
a
going,
whole
straight
burn
through.
We could have the
these
skulk
train
here.
cars. Some electroplasmic fuel when the train crashed gushed out like a
Yeah.
pipe burst, and it burned a hole straight through half of the.
Do
way
we
to
know
the-
what-
Electroplasmic fuel doesn't melt steel beams.
Do you know what? Do we
Electro
know
rail train crash
what-
truther?
Do we know what car we're on and how far away we are from the other car
Halfway through the mess.
through the mess? But
That's
I'm,
what you're
I'm
on.
saying if we went through the cars, but I think that would take a while.
Well, the cars are tangled up. You can't. They don't connect anymore.
Okay, we
The train
finally
crashed and plummeted into a ravine.
we
They're some on
use our
top of each
skulk.
other.
We had the skulk on the train, and when the train was about to crash, the skulk had a parachute,
Oh
jumped
shit!
off, and has been clearing away to the.
Or you had the skulk
Or
in
is-
like a.
yeah.
You had the skulk in
He marked the car.
The
with
skulk was
tracker.
ready for the train crash and
Yeah.
anchored himself in or something like that.
Yeah.
He's in the money car and he can find his way to you and take you there?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the skulk's name? Tell me about this guy.
Do we have
It's
it?
Tiptoe Coverdale.
What was his thing? Did you just get him by tearing up?
Yes.
So he
yeah.
took a job from you guys.
Yeah.
And this is his first job.
And so
His first ever job.
First job with us.
Okay.
We really brought him on at an interesting time.
So Ingvald looks up and he's like, "Hey, how are we gonna get to the rest of the car?" And Silas is like,
We got
Have you
it.
not met our new hire?
Tiptoe's got it.
Comes the
And
rubble.
we cut, because this is a heist movie, right?
Yeah.
We cut to like a job application on a table stamped yes. And we look up to just a blankly smiling Tiptoe. What does Tiptoe look like? What is your newly hired
He's
skull?
gotta be like fresh out of high school.
Recommended by
It's
Scott.
like this kind of like lanky kid.
Lanky kid, so he's like
Yeah,
he's like
a kid.
But
he's
he's
like,
like really
16,
good.
17.
He's like really, really good.
Yeah.
Right, and Silas is like
He knows
so.
all the test answers.
So like, okay, you want to be our skulk, right? You know, we're gonna hire you, but we just kind of want to put you in the janitor's closet. Why are we gonna send you out in the field? And he says, and he stands up and like he's wearing long sleeves and he holds over and like everything, like the desk is completely empty and he holds it over and like a desk clock and like a bunch of pens and a quill and all sorts of paper and coins and a typewriter, just like. Like all the stuff that was on the desk is gonna spill out of his sleeves, right? And he like opens his sleeve and there's like a flash of electroplasmic energy and the typewriter falls onto the desk, right?
He's got like
What a guy.
hidden.
What does this guy talk like? Is he like just an enthusiastic?
He's a
kid?
boss man.
Yeah, I think so.
Ta-da!
Yeah.
I love Tiptoe.
Thank you, Tiptoe.
Do I have the job?
Yeah.
Like you just and you're like, thanks, man.
Thanks for my stuff.
And he's like,
You're
yes.
a good fit.
All right, where are you starting me off? I pickpocket and I cut a lot of coin purses. And then we cut to him on a train. Like we cut to him looking like we're facing his face, and he's like leaning out the open window of the train, like hair blowing back. And he closes the window, and we have a shot from above of the train approaching the ravine, and he's like, okay, Tiptoe, showtime. And I'm trying to think of how this guy was prepared
We had a really comfy case for him.
for the train crash.
He just braces.
Oh no, this guy's a skulk, so maybe he can do like lurk things, right? And so I'm gonna say he like did I just fuck the stream?
Do what?
God, Jim Goblin banned from Twitch. I think we are still streaming. I just exited out of it on my end. Okay, so yeah, we cut and like he goes up. He's like next to the security car, right? The security car's there. He's bluffed his way into like an upper class transport car, right? And so he links like a bungee cable onto a bar at the end. And the porter walks up to him and he says, "Sir, what are you doing?" And then the train cars brake and everyone, like flies forward initially. And he flies and is about to slam into just the steel door at the end of this car and just phases through it, right? Just as everyone else is breaking their noses and shattering their jaws and breaking arms, flying into the front of this train. And then the train goes off the ravine and he flies backwards, just back through the door and like just slow motion into the armory room. And he looks back and sees all of the safes, and like a little gold coin flies up and grabs it, and the train crashes, and he's pulled through the door, and the coin doesn't come with him, of course. And he like boom, 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 tumbles, and like on the ceiling, grabbing a bar, and like just falls down onto a table, like bruised, battered, but alive, right? And he's like, oh, dusts himself off. And he pushes open a door, like a downward, he like kicks down a door facing down, and we cut to the room where it opens, you guys sitting there over the dissolved corpses, and he says, "Hey, I'm alive!"
We always
You
bring
son of a bitch.
So, you guys need to get over to the money car? Excellent. Follow me.
Do y'all know the opening of Dark Knight? Are we gonna do that in Tiptoe?
Which one was Dark Knight?
That's the one where they're going through the heist and everyone like kills the guy who does
In
their
front of
thing.
them, yeah.
But he's
No.
but
When-
Tim's the only one that dies.
When we legitimize our business, Tiptoe's gonna be working the cash register.
He's the person.
That's like
He's the
such a waste of
personality.
his skills.
Tiptoe shows us to the vault and just
Tiptoe betrays you.
he takes all of us on.
He like you guys like you secure the safe. And you like put it in the back of the Deathlands truck, and you get over to Scott, and you're like, hey, you can crack the safe, right? And they open the doors of the truck, and it's gone. And we cut to Tiptoe at home, and he like opens his sleeve. No, okay.
He did it again.
So you guys are standing there, and he's like, okay, I think the vault car is over this way. And he's gonna lead you guys through the wreckage, you know. Like, you're gonna pass a bunch of corpses. Are you gonna take the time to inject all of them?
I think we should.
Yes.
Okay.
I'd rather do that.
I would
than deal
rather.
with-
You're going to inject all of the corpses, and it's going to allow some time for ghoul attention.
Okay, but it's like one really scary big ghoul versus like 100 dead possessor.
Either way, we're gonna be
Are
fighting a
any of the
ghost.
Gatling guns still like operational?
You do not know.
If
That
it
would
gets
be
to that, we can check.
So, okay. Like, you guys push your...
Wait,
you,
he came out of the armory?
No, he was in a first-class passenger car.
Oh, okay. I thought you said he went. Oh, you're right. He went through it.
And he's going to say, okay, right? And you've got this big tangle of metal, right? And you're looking down this long car that was for storing, like, we'll say they were storing cider, like Duskwall cider, and all the barrels have smashed, and it's drenched everywhere. This car is upright, and there's a door at the end of it, and he says, okay, from what I understand, through that door is the armory, and behind that door is the vault car.
We could stock up on some arms.
I agree. We should stock up our arms. I don't have enough. Just the 2.
Let's get moving, yeah?
Yep. Let's.
And
go.
so you guys make your way to the front, and well, obviously, like the door at the end of the cider car where the cargo stops and the actual like security stuff starts is a big steel door. It's locked.
Fine wrecking tools.
All right, find wrecking tools. You're going to try and wreck your way through this door. I'm giving you limited risky. Would you like to go to standard desperate?
I've got 2 dice.
Actually, standard risky. Would you like to go to desperate great?
I think standard risky is good.
Standard risky. Go ahead.
Boxcars.
Oh boy.
Okay.
You're not allowed to roll anymore, Cam.
All right. Well, standard risky. I'm going to say that you're cutting your way through this door.
I'm rolling terrible.
And you are going to hit an arcane ward on the other side. Were this just a steel door, it would have been fine, but these fuckers came prepared, and your thing is going to catch on the ward, and it's going to send out like a jolt of electricity, and you're going to take a level 2 harm electrocuted. Would you like to resist?
If I resist, it goes down to a 1, which goes back to a 2.
Yeah, probably shouldn't resist. No, it's a level 2, it'll go to a 0.
But you also don't really have any stress to resist with.
You're also low on stress. This could be catastrophic.
Yeah.
Well, you have none left, so you would just be taking injury anyway.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you should not resist this. That is unhelpful.
It's like, would you like to take 1 injury or
So, okay, you take
resist
a spark
many
small.
more
And now
injuries?
you've
Unless
got
I roll a
this, you've
6,
got this
baby.
arcane warded door ahead of you.
I attune.
Yeah, the tune is the correct skill here.
But what would I don't even know what I would do.
Arcane implements and a tune can break a ward.
You have some...
I've got load to spare, and I've got arcane influence, and I've got a tune.
You should do it then.
Okay,
Holy shit, he's attuning?
I'm attuning. Finally, this skill comes into
First
handy.
time all campaign for us.
Okay, so I'm just rolling 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would
This is
totally
our first
take-
time like
Mm,
doing ghostly stuff.
Yeah,
I'm doing ghostly stuff.
this is definitely.
Okay, what am I? What's my position? Slash
Trying to break this
effects?
ward?
Yeah,
Standard risky. You want to go to desperate great?
I've got 1, so no.
Okay, go ahead and try and break this ward.
6.
Should somebody help?
would you like to push yourself for help?
That's just 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll help.
Should I push myself?
Can you?
I can. I have 5 stress left.
Oh, it goes away quick.
So that would make it. Would that make it 3 dice?
Make it 3.
We gotta get through.
What's the position we're at?
Risky. Right now we're at standard risky, and we could go to desperate great. With 3.
What are they playing?
I don't know. Okay, would you like
It's
to...
up to you. I think either way. Could
I'm gonna push myself,
All right, you get an
and
extra
then
die.
switch to desperate great.
Wow, okay.
Here we go.
This is wild.
5.
All right, desperate consequence, but great effect. So, you worked as a leech, right? You worked on board sailing ships,
Yes.
right?
It's close enough.
And it's not uncommon on a merchant mariner vessel sailing across, sailing over the black inky sea, to encounter ships that have been destroyed by leviathans, right? Sometimes a bigger one attacks you than is anticipated, and so the sailing ships will come across ships that have been burrowed clean through by a large tentacle, or had its bow rended from it by massive teeth from an unseen beast. And so it's standard practice to send a boarding party on board these ships to loot them, right? I mean, better to you than to the sea.
Yeah.
And obviously these are merchant mariner ships with serious security. They have wards on them. You've broken standard commercial wards before. This one's no different. And as a matter of fact, they're using a strong but fairly common pattern of ward. You recognize it. You've seen it before. And it's going to be quite easily for you to get through any other arcade wards on board this ship.
Thank goodness.
You guys push your way into the armory. On the other side of this car, which is pitch black, lights out, no sun gets down to this part of the wreck. You can barely see. On the other end of this is access. Oh, right. No moonlight. No lightning gets down.
Where's the light from the moon?
Where's the moon?
The sun shards.
Right. Right.
No sun shard spots.
So it's pitch dark in here. You can't see, but on the other end of this car, allegedly, is the vault.
I could take lantern.
I say you could take lantern.
Yeah.
But that would be my last load. If
I could
anybody
take
else has
lantern,
a
I
load.
just wouldn't be able to take armor. But I've got a 2 and 3 injury spot left, so I could take it.
Let's see. Okay,
Okay, we're in the
that would be
armory,
my
right?
fourth load.
Yeah. Is there...
Are there like pistols in the armory?
You can't see anything yet.
That's why we need to get light.
How much load do you have left?
2.
I have one.
I'll take lantern. Because that'll leave me with 2 left, and I can use this for bandoliers at least. Okay.
If there's more electroplasmic anything, we should take it.
Lantern.
Looking around this armory, it's very clear that almost all of the trained security force died in the crash. Like, there is no surviving the ravine plummet. Like,
Oh, all the bodies are
Unless you're tiptoe.
yeah, so there's a ton of shattered, mangled bodies. And then at the end, there's one guy sitting at the back end of this cabin who just coughs blood up onto himself, and he sees the lantern, and he says, "Rescue crew, please, for the love of God, help me!"
Bang!
Oh! We can't keep killing people.
We've already killed them all. This is already a terror attack.
But that's what we said about the other guy who was trying to help us.
Yeah,
Well, this guy doesn't want
that's true.
help.
And then
What's this guy gonna do? He's coughing blood. How is he gonna help us?
How's it gonna help us? All he's gonna do is hinder us. Be a witness.
How is he gonna hint? He's gonna be a witness. He can't. He's
Yes, we're here to help
coughing
you.
up
We can ask him where the weapons are.
Yeah, first point us to the gun so we can help you.
Okay, wait. We're here to help. We're fighting off the spirits. Where are the weapons? The electroplasmic weapons.
Of course there are electroplasmic weapons. Are you part of the security team? I can't see you.
Yes, we're here to help.
Help me up. I'll get the key.
We need a key.
I'll help him up.
He's gonna kill us.
And he's going to see you, and he's going to say, "I don't recognize you."
I point my gun at him.
No,
Yeah, that's valid.
yeah.
we're from a retrieval crew. Retrieval team.
The train crashed
Crash.
3
It
minutes
happened
ago.
like yes.
Retrieval team.
Would you like to roll something to convince this guy?
Sway.
I feel like
You passed out in the wreck.
He's-
You don't know how much time has passed.
Yeah, I would say consort makes more sense.
Oh,
but
consort,
sway would
okay.
also work.
I have 3 in sway, so I kind of want to do. Or can I just be really fast and be really saying we really need to get to the weapons and do command?
Yes.
Need them right now.
Okay.
Ghosts
I'm
are-
giving you standard risky. Would you like to go to desperate great?
I'm rolling 3. Should I desperate great? We'll get weapons.
sure.
Desperate great. Yeah.
Tell me which ones to roll. You've been
Well,
rolling good. Which dice do I roll?
No, these failed me last time. You have to be on your own this time.
We haven't rolled this guy.
Yeah, because we never roll that guy.
It'll give you a 3. The purple one's actually not been doing well, but
This
maybe
one?
this will be its phone.
I think
I've
I'll
been
roll
alright.
five.
I think we've all
I
just
haven't
kinda
been rolling
shit.
great. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, standard risky. Are you going to desperate great?
Your call.
I don't have my gun pointed at him, but I have it ready, just in case.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's gonna be much of trouble.
Desperate great.
Desperate great.
Okay, lovely.
Famous Buccaneers.
4.
Six. All right, he's gonna say yes. Yeah, of course. There's no time to waste. What's this guy's name?
Richard.
We gotta come. Okay, and
Rich.
Let's see.
Richard Lockgore. Not to be confused with Steve Gorlock.
Richard Lockfield is like captain of security on board this train.
His name was Lockfield.
He did a shit
I gotta be
job.
security.
He's gonna step forward and he's going to like take out a master key and begin unlocking cabinets. And there's going to be like rifles with electroplasmic ammunition.
Everyone
in
gets
all of
stocked
them. He's
up.
gonna say, "Everybody, stock yourselves now!"
Is a rifle a finesse roll or a hunt roll?
Hunt.
What is a finesse roll? Is a pistol a finesse roll?
Pistol skirmish. Pistol?
Pistol?
Pistol is
There's
skirmish.
nothing finessey.
Would they happen to have any electroplasmic knives?
And he's gonna say, "Have all of you got your
finesse roll.
spirit veins?"
I lost
I
mine in the
lost
crash.
mine.
I don't want to take a load for it.
I've got one.
And now
already.
most of their ammunition and rifle have been shattered and broken and busted, right?
So that
But they
means-
have enough for each of you, right? And he says, "Okay, now, I wonder if one of the Gatlings remains."
You should go check on that while we go keep looking for corpses.
Yeah, we have to inject
And
all
we
of the
need to-
dead
yeah,
people
we
with
have
this
to
stuff,
inject-
and then we have to.
Would you like to roll something to convince this guy to go out on his own?
We could send him with
I could go out with this guy.
Oh,
Yeah, we can send Tiptoe with him.
I don't want to lose.
Or a
this.
player, yeah, a player could escort this guy.
I don't feel like we should split up. Maybe we should just keep him with us.
If anything, we should send Tiptoe.
I think
I
it's
feel
kind of
like maybe
important to
we
get
should-
the gun.
I feel like
Yeah, I
maybe
think
we
the
should.
Gallon gun's gonna be important once
Like,
big.
when
Wait,
Big
why don't we
Bully
all
gets
go
here-
then? Or no, because
We,
like
yeah,
'Cause we also
we're
need to
close
Train
to the
robbery!
money.
Patrick said to explain in a sentence or less.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I was like,
Like, yes, we are.
We need to go straight to the money. I think we should send this guy alone, or with Tiptoe.
he's gonna end up.
Send this guy alone. You guys don't have any money.
I'm leaving.
If I frog on the floor.
Where did he come from?
We have to inject the dead bodies with this stuff and go see if there's any other survivors like you out there. You go check on that, and we'll be out there.
What do you roll?
I think we should send
Sweat.
Tiptoe.
Alright, standard risk.
Yeah,
You wanna
Are
roll
we
this
sending
for great?
Tiptoe? I think we should send
I
Tiptoe.
don't know if we should send the guy out alone. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to convince him.
We can
He
send.
could build a
Also,
body.
we'll send our other
We'll send her.
officer, whatever
I-
we call it. We'll
Hi.
send him with you.
I'm Officer Tiptoe.
Officer
Standard
Coverdale.
risky, do you want desperate great?
You got 3.
Sure.
What? Is that for desperate grit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, if it's bad, we just kill him. He just gave us all guns.
6.
6 and a 5.
Okay, 6. Wow, very nice so far.
See?
So, he's gonna say, "Very well. Here, take this." And he's going to place like a just plain metal disc with a button on top in your hand. This is the train's master key. Bring as many of them out alive as you can.
Sir,
Tiptoe.
yes, sir.
Let's roll. And like a ladder is gonna come down, and they're gonna climb up out and try and make their way to the top.
No, this guy's gonna man the gun and protect us from the
Big
ghouls.
bully.
Little does he know.
Okay.
We are the ghouls.
How are we gonna get out of this? Like, what do we do when we get the money? Are we gonna kill him?
I don't know.
He can live.
But
I
he's
think-
gonna not let us take this. We could pay him off.
We can set off the ghoul.
We can
and then,
shoot him.
Then it's his problem.
Because I feel bad killing him.
I think if he finds out that we caused the crash, we're not gonna be able to do anything. That makes
Okay.
sense. Kill him.
Are there any weapons that can use finesse or no?
I'm pretty sure.
Grenades.
Don't throwing knives
Grenades.
use finesse?
Is there
Would you like to roll survey to try and find one?
Is there electroplasmic grenades where you throw it?
Would you like to roll survey to try and find weapons? Wait.
He's
I'm
unlocked
giving
it
you
all.
standard risky. Would you like desperate great?
I feel
Well,
like
but a lot of it's scattered onto the floor and covered in
I
ash
don't
and
know
dust.
if we want to take another consequence.
You can use the lantern.
Wait, did you say that we had weapons? That we got weapons from?
You have a rifle and electroplasmic ammunition now.
Can I trade that for a pistol?
Yes.
Cool.
I will say that it's fair that there's pistols.
What do you roll for a pistol?
Skirmish.
Okay, so I'll be rolling. If I have to shoot anything, I'll be rolling 2 and taking the lower. But
Okay.
So that's why I'm looking for a finesse weapon.
There's not you can tick a load for a pistol. The only special thing they're giving you is electroplasmic and a
Okay.
rifle if you need it.
But do I have to take the load for this free pistol?
Probably not. I think it's fair to say that you could find a handgun in here, but
Okay,
looking
cool.
for something specific like grenades or a finesse weapon will require a survey roll.
No, I'll just take the
I
free
don't know if we
weapon.
should.
I'll say for desperate great, you find your hand grenades, you find your skirmish sword.
But then
I'm rolling one die.
But yeah, and then the consequence is what? Like for
Desperate,
I just feel
yeah.
like the cons outweigh the pro with this roll.
I agree.
Except that when I run out of Bandolier, I no longer can do anything to them.
I think roll it, but don't do desperate.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna do 1 die at standard.
1 die at standard risky. Desperate great. You get grenades.
Don't let him
That's the
trick you.
truth.
Yeah, I'm reckless.
Desperate great. You get grenades.
What if I push myself? 2?
You can push yourself into. You can spend 1.
Or sorry.
help,
What if
yeah.
what if I
Scanning around
help
with the lantern? Yeah,
for 2
absolutely.
dice
Devil's bargain.
showing light?
Devil's bargain. Lockfield and the Skulk don't get to the gun.
No, we need them to get the gun. I think.
Devil's bargain. Lockfield figures it out.
No, because then it'll kill Tiptoe.
Wow.
Tiptoe could handle them easily.
Tiptoe can
No.
apparently phase through reality, so I think you'll be okay.
Just roll the two.
That's a lurk
Yeah.
thing. That's a lurk ability.
Really?
Yeah, that's a real one.
Phase through reality.
Yeah. Heidi used it a lot. Okay. Are you doing desperate great?
Do it.
Devil's bargain increases your chances of success by a lot.
Don't do the devil's bargain.
Devil's bargain though is too
Unless
much.
there's a
It's
different
too high
one.
of a cost.
Okay.
Desperate great. I'm a reckless
I believe
guy.
in you.
I've been traumatized. He's reckless. He's like we're in a
I
situation.
need a sword.
Desperate times.
4.
That's a dirty die.
It's a success
It
though.
could still be a 6.
39.
Oh,
At least
success
it's a success. It could have been a failure.
with a desperate consequence.
They're gonna get to the gun though.
They get the gun. That's what matters.
He's doing something new.
Oh, I thought he was gonna fill
Uh-oh.
up the ghoulie clock.
It is filled. I've
Oh.
taken it away.
Oh, okay.
Now, you guys are down there, right? You find your electroplasmic grenades. You've got a couple grenades.
Well, so at least now we have this
Those
gun.
are you.
You find a...
This is a finesse.
You find like a fencing sword, right? Like apparently there was like an Eruvian, a former Red Sash, who when the gang war got wrong, joined on with the Railyards to get away from the violence of the city. He has been bifurcated in this crash, and still to his legs, now detached from the rest of his body, is still sheathed a fencing sword, which coated in a standard application of electroplasma, may be effective against ghosts.
I will take that and the grenades.
All right.
Happy.
And at the end of this room, this long corridor of armory,
How many grenades did I get?
is a massive...
Like a bandolier's worth?
I'll say 3, yeah. Is a massive, massive steel vault door with like, a company on it and like a combination and a large...
Does the master
yard.
key work on it that he gave me?
It's a master key.
I would hope so.
There's still a ward on it though.
You know those.
I had the great thing from last time.
It fizzles off.
Smoothest operation ever.
So the vault door is
Nothing
going to
went
open.
wrong.
Now, one thing you're going to notice about this room is this is the biggest car so far. This is a massive vault car, and immediately you're going to note all of the lights are still on. The lights are still on in this car. The floor is carpeted, and all of the furniture is exactly as it was before the crash. There's a table here with a potted flower on it. There's like a painting on the wall that's not even crooked. Like this large car, which is probably maybe as wide as this room, twice as tall, or 1.5 times as tall and twice as long, has a fire hearth here, right? Just all sort, like it's decorated like the lounge of a manor. And at the end, in the middle of it, is a like vault, maybe the size of this table here, freestanding vault, the size of this table, in the middle of the room. And standing like halfway between you and that vault is a large, like mounted on a swivel, lounge chair.
Oh,
It's fucking
no.
Skurlock, isn't it?
And the familiar figure is going to turn
Not
himself
this
to you.
guy.
What did Skurlock sound like? Does
I
anyone
knew
remember?
we shouldn't have attacked Skurlock stuff.
Lord Skurlock stands there and he slams the book he's reading.
I'm pretty sure we're just like deep.
Well, hello.
Oh.
Phenomenal to make the acquaintance of Bowling Street tinctures once again. He's gonna sip his wine and place it on the little table next to him. You have come to rob something from me. Do I have this correct?
We shouldn't have stolen.
Indeed, you do.
The eyes and ears of House Skurlock are everywhere. And while it may have been trivial to simply move the money at a later, different time, I thought it more fun to kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
He's gonna kill us.
Get a portion of my wealth from the city, and rid by noble house of rivals.
Doesn't electroplasm work on vampires?
I mean, bullets work on.
Yeah,
Yeah, but like the ghost ones work better.
And so
Why not on my rifle?
Skurlock like closes the book and he says, "You will not leave here alive." And
Yeah, I don't think we are.
you hear like lightning like hammer down in the distance and
We
just
hear-
like and
They got the
coming from
gun.
above.
Can I shoot him?
If you would like,
Should I shoot him?
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
limited risky. Would you like to go to desperate great?
Yes.
I'm sorry, desperate standard.
Yeah.
Wait, so I'm confused. Did we just like teleport to his place and it's just like there's like a portal or something?
I don't know.
Nothing's
You
at
walk
the
through a
place?
door and it seems like everything's fine in here.
Whoa. Maybe his room's like.
Okay, I have a
gyroscope
small
where he,
plan
like,
if
moves.
killing him doesn't work.
Okay.
What's your plan?
We'll get there if this doesn't work.
What is it?
This
What is it?
isn't gonna kill him like outright.
Yeah.
How fucking terrible would that
crumbles.
be?
If
Like,
I crit, can he just die?
I'm not telling you.
Okay, what's your backup plan? Or should I roll first?
So we try to fight him. Doesn't work. You guys know I can't fight. We go back. I go up to the guy on the gun, and I'm like, "There's a big ghost in the car with all the money in it. Shoot it with the big Gatling gun."
You understand?
The Gatling is like on top of the train though, right?
Yeah, but all of it's all like jumbled. I'm sure there's a way. And if the electroplasmic stuff melted the metal earlier,
Okay.
then he can shoot Skurlock with it. We can
Shoot right there.
We convince him there's a ghost in the car. I roll sway again, and then Skurlock will definitely at least get injured by the Gatling gun that kills the ghost.
Borderline insane idea.
That's why it's the backup.
Or you guys could try and get out.
All right.
while
Would you
I-
like to roll to hit this guy?
I think the grenades need to be next. By the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna throw a grenade next.
And I'm upgrading to desperate, right?
Desperate standard. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. You're hunting with a fine weapon. Yes.
Yes.
You have 4 dice. Would you like to push yourself?
No.
Would anyone like to help?
If I push myself, I'm out of trauma.
I have 4 stress. We might need it.
Yeah.
But
I have 4. It should be
I
okay.
think we have a lot of dice right
Okay.
So that's what I said last time when I failed them all, but this is gonna be all 6s. So.
Oh!
oh,
God damn. That's brutal.
there's a 4 though.
now. That was brutal but coming.
Okay. So.
Not cunning at all. Uh-oh.
This is probably his health. Skurlock health, I would guess.
20 slice clock. Skurlock help.
2 slice clock.
1 slice. There it is.
Fill it in.
Did anybody happen to bring garlic?
No, stop doing slices.
Unusual weapon, garlic.
That's banking on him being a
My
vampire.
final
How many
load for
fucking
garlic.
This is the first 10 slice clock of the campaign.
How much did...
We die.
You did a standard attack, meaning you fill in 2.
The grenade will kill him.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 slices remain.
Wait,
Grenade.
wasn't it a 10 slice clock?
Yes, and
And I
2.
filled in
8.
two.
Oh, I didn't hear you say 2. I thought you said 1.
Now, so you like take out your it's like quick draw, right? Like you get your pistol and
my
just
rifle.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
it was-
Yeah,
I
so
had
you've
the
got your
extra- I had
rifle
the
there.
extra die for it.
Skurlock says, and remove an enemy at once, and you not having any of it, just turn and and the bullet whizzes through the air, and just like hits him dead in the torso, hits him, and like no blood exits the wound. Right, it tears through his like his shirt and exits out through his
He's a
cape.
robot.
But no blood pours from the wound. And he looks
and he
down, like winces a little bit in pain, and says, "All right, let the games begin." And he lurches forward, and just like for a moment becomes a bat, whizzes through the
he's
air,
dead.
and just like whips back into human form, with just like. Suddenly, this arm has become just massive and furry and claws poking out the end as he, like, appears back in human form and slashes you down across the throat, torso, and arm. You've taken a level 4 injury, Skurlocked. Would you like to resist?
Can I... Oh, can I take armor?
Do you have enough load?
Yes.
Yes, you may take armor. Downgraded to a level 2 injury, Slashed. So, yeah, like
I'm
you're
gonna keep it at Skurlock.
Yeah, you like stagger down, blood sprays across the side of this pristine train car, and Skurlock like unbestials his arm, stands there like toe to toe with Bowling Street, and it's somebody else's turn to act.
Okay, so what is how many stress flashback to anticipate this research weaknesses the vampires have, and then take unusual weapon and have it.
Also, if I attack now, is he gonna attack me? Like, where every time we make an action, he gets an action as well.
It's a consequence,
Oh, okay.
so it depends how you roll.
Because I'm gonna try to grenade him.
Because nothing that I can do, I don't have any weapons like or fighting rolls that would actually hurt him with a gun. So I want to try to get his weakness.
Flashback, I'm wearing a crucifix on my neck.
What do you say that
So flashback
the
to like
fencing
research and
sword I got?
acquire.
Would you say it's a fine quality fencing sword?
It should be. They wouldn't have anything less on their
That's what I'm saying.
defense.
Okay, if I take a second pistol, what would be the benefit of having dual wield?
Or
is there one?
I don't know that there is one. I think you
Actually,
can just
die.
say that you're doing that and it'll look cool.
It's not worth the load.
So vampires each have their own distinct weakness. It's unique to each guy. I think a 3 stress flashback would be required to find Skurlock's weakness.
That would leave me
I
with
think-
1 stress,
I'm
but I
gonna
don't
be-
have that many injuries.
I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think we win this fight without it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like we have to know his weakness. Because by
It's
the
the
time
boss fight. I mean, it's gonna get a little.
Okay,
it's
I
a little dicey.
have 1 stress left after this, but I'm doing it.
That's like the most we have, I think, right now.
I got 2.
Okay, wow. Maybe it's just me.
Well, I was traumatized out, or traumatized out, but recovered.
What are classic vampire weaknesses?
Stake through the heart.
Oh, can he have the thing where
Garlic.
he has to count things you throw on the
Sunlight.
ground?
Unusual weapon, bag of rice.
Skurlock,
You guys just mag dump him while he's counting the rice.
right? Like you interview dozens of people that have worked with Lord Skurlock. You draw on all of the resources Bowling Street has because you're convinced that he's coming for you, and you need to be ready at.
Aren't you
some
paranoid? Or is that your DG character?
No,
that's
I'm obsessed with
Watson.
revenge, but he did insult us last
Yeah,
time.
and so you're trying to figure out any way you
Slander.
can to kill this guy, right? And you come across one guy who was contracted to renovate his estate, and he mentions one of the weirdest requests he's ever had is the removal of every bit of pipe from the house.
We have a pipe with us.
One of the classic weaknesses of a vampire, which
Copper.
appears to be possessed by Lord Skurlock.
Wrought
Metro
iron.
Man,
Wrought iron.
copper,
My weakness.
running water.
Running
okay.
water.
It
Wait.
burns the
What
flesh like acid. for
What
a
about
vampire.
still water?
If we
Notably not running
What's
water.
the, okay, but what is the
That's
difference
just
between
a
running water and
different
still
thing.
water?
So what, a squirt gun?
Like if I pull
How
up my super
unusual
soaker,
can
is
an
that-
unusual weapon be?
Like would a water gun be
Super
running
Mario
water?
Sunshine,
think, like,
big water
I
pack
think
on
like
my
a
back.
pressure washer counts. I think a pressure washer counts.
Yes, pressure
That's
washer.
like industrial equipment
So
you
like
could
you
have
can
access
swim
to.
around in a lake, but as soon as it starts,
raining, he's dead. Like,
Yeah,
Guys, I've got a
running
pressure
water.
washer
Yeah, running
now.
water hurts vampires.
that's a weird weakness.
It's
Okay.
a thing. That's a thing.
I've ticked unusual weapon pressure washer
Okay.
as my last load.
Well, it's not your turn.
When you said
Yeah.
pipe, I was thinking
Now,
wrought iron.
once all of you have acted, I'm gonna let Skurlock act, and it's gonna be big.
so my act was shooting him, and that was just a consequence.
Yes.
Okay.
Was the fencing sword a fine fencing sword?
I feel like it would be.
You did roll. You did roll. Did you roll desperate?
I think yeah.
And it
Yeah,
was
it's a
on-
fine fencing
and it
sword.
was
It's from an
on the-
Aruvian.
yeah.
It's from a
That would
red
give me
sash.
four dicey. Why?
Would you like? I'm giving you limited risky. Would you like to go to standard desperate?
You got 4.
Yeah,
I've also
do
got
it.
no. I've got no stress, and the next one's my last level 2.
What if I push?
Well, I
myself?
think
And you
you're
have
gonna.
five.
I think he's
I
gonna
can-
do like
I
a lot
can
of damage
help
no matter what, and we need to get his clock down.
Okay, well maybe so desperate standard, and then one of y'all help me. Is that the?
Yeah,
Do you
I'll
want
help.
Or should I?
I can help.
Okay.
I only have one wound right now.
Trust me at 5 dice.
5 desperate standard.
Yes. Boxcars.
You say that every time, and it never works.
6.
Boxcars, baby. All right. So you.
No way.
So like you're like preparing, readying your pressure washer. You fire. he hits you. Like Ingval ducks out of the way, and he like draws 2 daggers from either side, flips them around for like slash, stab, uppercut, like combat style. And he goes in to slash you across the neck, and you draw and parry. And you guys are slashing,
Perfect riposte.
slashing back and forth, and eventually you flick one out of his hand and just get him through the chest, and like he's gonna fall backwards. And while he's doing this, just 4, 5, 6, and one through the neck, and just no blood trickling out from these wounds. But it is clear like one of his eyes is gonna roll over this way, and he staggers backwards and just coughs smoke out of his mouth.
I just realized that was Ethan.
Yeah.
So, that was standard desperate.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna say
It was a crit
that
as well.
the crit is going to increase the effect to great.
Yes! We're halfway there.
Skurlock is staggering backwards, like
The pressure washer to finish him
his
off.
cape dangling off. Ingval, it's your go, and then Skurlock gets to act.
And Skurlock. Okay.
We don't have the pressure washer before Skurlock?
Well,
I could take
No,
unusual
'cause-
weapon and get my own pressure washer.
that's true. We could do that.
Yeah, because I
We brought
flashback
Super
to
Yeah,
know the
you
knowledge.
readied the pressure
So
washer.
then you would
did
have
your
another
studying.
thing open.
Oh, so okay, so I wouldn't be able to use it anyway because I have to prepare it.
Wait, can he
Because
use
was my
the
action
prepared
like
one?
preparing it or flashback to?
I'll say your action was preparing it, and you
And
can
then
pass it over.
my
Okay.
okay. What am I?
I'm giving you standard risky because you're instead of standard
can
limited
assist.
or instead of
Right.
risky limited. I'm giving you
I
standard
can.
risky. You can go
I
to
have
desperate
one.
great if you would.
What am I
like.
rolling?
What do you want to? Oh, actually,
Skirmish.
yeah, you're right.
I can
Oh,
help
if
you.
it's finesse, I
Skirmish?
should have rolled it.
Skirmish makes.
Skirmish.
Oh, it's skirmish.
I'm glad you're
Skirmish
getting
makes
the
sense.
pressure
Makes
washer
range
because
like
I
that.
don't
Yeah, skirmish makes
have
sense.
any of those.
So you stab Skurlock, and he like whips away from you and goes like back to
I
try
can
and
give you
kill
an
all
extra
of your
die.
support.
I think you do everything
and
you
turns
can
into this
here.
pressure washer.
Okay.
I'm
what?
giving you standard risky. Would you like to go to desperate great?
Desperate great.
Yeah,
Nice.
I can help. What happens when I push myself? Take another level 1 wound.
Yes.
I can just assist you.
Well,
Okay,
you want every
I think
die
we
you
should
can,
do
I'm
both.
assuming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do both then.
I'm gonna say.
Because I think if we do enough, we can almost kill Skurlock with the pressure
Okay.
washer as his weakness.
And then we just gotta hope we can last through his action.
3. You're helping.
Yep.
4.
Box cars.
Okay, we're rolling 4 at desperate great.
What else?
Devil's
Do we-
bargain.
Devil's bargain.
Is there a devil's bargain?
The
Yes.
gun stops.
Devil's bargain. Vampires have incredible physical resilience. I'm going to give you an extra die, increasing your chances of a crit. No, that doesn't work. What do we say here? I'll tell you what. Devil's bargain. You are going to get a knife to the jaw, level 3 harm.
Can you
Like-
resist?
I've got 4. I've got 4 prowess.
All right, you
I'm
can
good.
resist. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can resist that.
I'll
Would you
do
like?
that. I'll
all
take
right,
that.
Go ahead and resist.
All right.
Roll prowess.
Oh wait, are we?
Wait,
rolling
am I
prowess?
resisting first?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Dirty die all over
We
the
have a
table.
5 though already, so that's pretty good.
You have no trauma
Wait,
left. Or you have no stress left. 5. You're going
Oh.
to take a level 2 harm, and you resist it down to a level 1, promoted to a level 2.
I think if you have 2
So you
fives,
take
should have
slashed and confused, right? You're pushing yourself, right? You're starting to get your brain fried. You're spraying this water, and he goes towards you as you're spraying and just knifes into your gut and pulls it out and drags some intestine with it.
Ew.
Like hemorrhaging blood. If you take 2 more stress or 1 more injury and a stress or 2 more injuries, you die. Okay.
Now we roll
Cool.
the real roll.
Wait, yeah, I only have 1 stress and 1 injury left.
All right. Now, I gave you a devil's bargain, meaning you get an extra die. Somebody's helping here.
Yep.
You've
Yeah.
pushed yourself.
2. Push myself. Help. Devil's
How
bargain.
fine is this pressure washer?
Is it a fine pressure washer?
It's a fine pressure washer if I've ever seen one.
I'll tell you what.
We prepared it.
1 additional stress. I'll give it to you.
Your last stress.
Do we do it? Do we think this will kill him?
Do it.
This is our. He's
Wait,
gonna. He's
this
gonna. No matter what he acts after this, so we gotta try everything.
This is my last stress. I'll do it to get you another.
All right.
This has to be
Now,
something.
this is great effect.
We need a
Go
crit.
ahead.
We need a crit.
I'm rolling 6.
No,
6.
Oh my god.
No consequence.
But no crit though.
Great effect. No
Dude,
crit.
I rolled a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
we should have went to catastrophic.
Absolute.
That's kind of crazy, actually.
Yeah, I rolled 1 of each number.
So you're spraying Skurlock, and he like. You have 2 level 2 harms.
Oh, I have 2.
Yeah, because you took an additional stress.
Wait.
You resisted and took a stress.
Because it was a 5, not a 6.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And so he steps towards you, and like grabs you in the shoulder as you're spraying him. And like his clothes are fine, but underneath it, you can see things. You can see like instead of flesh dripping out, it's like molten steel is dripping out from beneath his clothes and burning the carpeted floor beneath him. And like he's just rapidly becoming more gaunt as he knife in, punch to the head, turns. Everybody whose stress is full is allowed to trauma out right now if they would like.
My stress is not full.
Mine is.
Mine is, but
Actually, anyone can bail if they'd like. You can decide, my character is hoofing it right now, and you just hope whoever is left can clean up what's necessary.
I have no fighting skills, but I don't want to dip.
The question is, would I
You
survive?
could go join Tiptoe.
You have finesse. What?
Yeah, I have one.
You
I
could-
have
you could
two.
take-
I have the
Throwing-
four
throwing
dice.
dice,
Well,
that's
I've ticked
You
all of
can-
my
Oh,
loads.
you've got load.
I think I might have to stay.
I ticked
I'm
all
gonna
of my load and I have no fighting stuff. Do I leave?
Just
Well,
go.
you currently have the most capacity to push yourself.
This is true.
You are the most likely to successfully resist.
But I also don't have good skills for fighting, so I don't know what I would be rolling.
Okay.
But I'm gonna stay.
I'm
I
You're
think.
staying.
three,
You're
four.
staying.
So
Wait.
if I okay, how does resisting work when I'm full of trauma? And also,
I've just accepted.
I mean, you
I'm gonna
basically
die.
can't resist
Yeah, I'm just gonna die, but like, it'll be better to go out.
unless you roll a 6 on your resist roll. Like you can take a level 4 and it goes down to a level 3, but if you roll anything other than a 6 on the resist roll, then you die.
Someone's gonna die, but if we
So
survive,
is Rincewind bailing?
if we survive this action, we can kill him.
could y'all kill him without me?
I'll probably die, but I can. I did 2 the first time with my.
Only
We
two
didn't use
dice.
the grenades yet.
But I would have to live.
So everybody is staying.
I think you need
Yeah,
to stay and
I'm
throw
staying,
a
I'll
grenade and
stay.
we can kill him.
Wait, why would I throw a grenade when I can? I would only get 3 dice.
Oh, yeah,
for
you have a
grenade.
sword.
I have the sword
I
that gives me
forgot.
4.
Now, just so everybody watching at home is aware, these 3 all have full stress and 1 level 3 remaining.
I have a
I have
level
one
2
stress left.
and a level 3.
Excellent.
I have 1 stress and a level 3.
All right.
Let me see how much like load I have.
I've just accepted I'm probably gonna die, but like, it'll be.
No, we're not gonna die.
Fuck, I'm one
I'd
load
rather
short
die,
of armor.
die than.
All right. So everybody is staying put.
Yeah.
So Skurlock staggers forward, right? And he like claps his hands together and just pushes aside, and it's like this black dome that looks like it's made of glass appears over him and just rapidly expands, kicks out, and when it hits the first one of you guys, just shatters. Smoke and like clear shards of glass just fly everywhere, and as they cut across you, they like necrotize the flesh around it. Like it just slashes and burns and boils away as you guys are covered in shards and cuts and rapidly decaying flesh. You guys are kicked over. It smells like rotting corn and corpses and just all sorts of nasty as you guys are slammed into the sides of the walls of this train. Skurlock sits there, breathing incredibly heavily, as all of you are going to take level 3 harms that you can independently choose to resist.
If I take a level 3 harm, am I dead?
If you take a level 3 harm, no.
Okay, that's what I
If
thought.
I take a level 3
But-
harm, am I dead?
Then the
With a
next
level 3
injury-
harm, you need to push yourself to do anything.
How does it work
I
for me?
can't push
Do
myself
I
at all.
resist
Without
and then-
dying. But you can push yourself and then die.
Oh,
How do I resist with
You
my
currently have a
full-
level 3. So if you resist, it gets downgraded to a level 1, which is promoted to a level 2. And if you roll a 6, nothing else happens. If you roll a 5, this gets filled. If you roll a 4, this also gets filled. If you roll a 3, you die.
Okay, and am I rolling 2 to resist?
No, yes, you are.
you could just
Now-
take the level.
and
You have a 50% chance of dying if you resist this.
I was gonna say,
Oh,
you
so
could
should I
just
not
take the
resist
level
It's up to
3.
you. It's up to you. But with a level 3, you need to push yourself to do anything else. So essentially, you have 1 more action left before you die if you take this level 3.
What would the level 3 injury be?
Level 3 injury is going to be rapidly decaying body.
Okay.
Or decay. Call it
If-
decay.
Wait, and if I take armor for this, it would go down to a level 1,
Yeah, but that's promoted up to a level,
level
3.
3, so it doesn't do anything.
I
Is
think
there-
if we can all just survive this one turn, then somebody will be able to
We
kill it.
can't. Nobody
I'm
can
one
act.
load short of armor. Is it possible someone could like get half a load with me?
I have full armor. Or I have full load.
Could I have a gadget that helps me at all, or no? Because I have these little
Guys,
gadgets.
let's just take the injuries and then I'll shoot him one more time and die.
No, because
And
then
then
what
you
will that
guys
kill
can
me?
get out. But I just have to make sure I actually shoot. So that'd be so lame if my dying action I fail.
Yeah, because then I'll have to do a dying action and fail.
Okay.
Well, what else are we
And
gonna
if
do?
I push myself, it would be a level 1 harm.
Yes.
So I could take armor then.
Ooh. No, it only works against physical harm. You have 4 dice in prowess. So that's 4 independent chances to get a 6 or a 5 and not die.
You have the best chance of resisting.
Okay.
Ingvald, remember, if your highest die is a 4, you're dead. But if your highest die is a 5, it's the same as if you had just tanked it, and if it's a 6, you're better off.
It's 4 dice.
Okay, I don't think I can resist because I only have 1 level 2 harm left. So I think resisting doesn't make sense because I only have 2 for prowess.
Yeah, I'm not resisting. I only have 2.
Okay,
Ingvald,
wait.
are you
So-
resisting?
If I don't resist, I take this. Any action I do,
You have 1 more action and then die.
I'm gonna resist.
Okay, Ingvald, roll 4 dice.
Oh, boy.
If a 4 is your highest, you are dead.
It's okay. You got this.
Easy.
Now you can tank the level 3 and then leave if you'd like. But this is your greatest chance of providing additional utility to the team.
Dying with the bully streak.
All right, Ingvald, give me something higher
Ride
than
or
a 4.
die right
It's
now.
a family.
6!
Yes! Woo!
No stress, no additional injuries. Ingvald tanks it.
What a
And just
guy.
is staggered back
Kill
and
that motherfucker.
stands right
Kill
back
that
up.
Pressure
washer!
No. Everyone else has tanked it, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Ingvald.
Pressure washer.
Holy shit. Okay. So you've got it, and like Skurlock staggers towards you and he says, "How? How do you still live, mortal?"
The power of friendship.
Power of friendship and
And
family.
he takes it,
Yeah.
goes into the floor, pulls the dagger up out, like tosses it into the air, grabs it, and is bringing it forward towards the throat. Now, I'm assuming that you are upgrading, I'm assuming that you are going to Desperate Grade here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Can we go to
so
catastrophic?
I will allow, sure.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, because it's either, if you get a consequence,
Everyone dies.
yeah.
if you get a consequence, you have a very high chance of dying.
Yeah. Can I push myself? That would just give me a level 3 harm.
It will kill you. Oh,
No, 'cause I
oh,
resisted.
you're correct. Yeah, you can push yourself.
Wait, I have a trauma left.
No, you can't push yourself. You only have 1
I have
level
a
1 heart. You
stress
can push
level.
yourself, but it will
Wait,
kill
I
you.
have
Yeah.
a stress left. Can I use that to help?
Yes. So like you stand up and like
I'm maxed out, guys.
you like
Okay.
stand up and like throw your pistol and it hits the back of Skurlock's head as he's getting ready to throw this thing.
Was this a fine pressure washer?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
this side it was fine.
So-
because you took the extra stress.
Now, if you
Yeah.
you can push yourself, but you will die.
Skirmish.
Don't do it. We're all gonna die anyway, so.
I got a help action, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Fine
You have-
pressure washer.
You have 4 dice currently.
That's so easy.
Just go for it, go for it, go for it.
Catastrophic.
Okay.
Now, with 4 dice,
You have to
there
get a
is
6,
a
right?
Nope, nope,
6.25% chance of failure. That goes down to a 3.125% chance of failure if you push yourself.
Then I die.
But then you die.
But I think we're all gonna die anyway if you lose. So like, win you die, lose you die. Like, don't do it.
This is
you
essentially
guys
the final roll here.
I think we just.
And
send
it's
it.
just okay.
Just send it. Just
Devil's
send it.
bargain.
It's a 4, 5,
Oh,
or 6.
any
Wait,
devil's,
devil's bargain?
devil's bargains?
We don't get the coin, but we all live.
No. It's all for nothing.
Devil's bargain.
McFleming dies.
Where's my phone?
I will offer you devil's bargain. Anyone here can choose to die, and it will be a devil's bargain. And it will be a 3 dice devil's bargain.
I want all of us to live though. I want the bowling
Put
shoe
3
tinctures to be a
dice.
lovely
I'm
family.
willing to sacrifice myself for that.
You might not
Okay,
need
wait.
to.
This is a family. Nobody can die.
But what if we all?
What do the Fast and Furious movies say about family?
Ingvald, it's up to you.
We all
Die,
die. None of
take
us
the
die.
devil's bargain.
I
wanna
think
live-
either we all die or none
Yeah,
of us
I
die.
I say
we
I
all
think you
die or
roll
none of
four
us die.
dice. I think you
Yeah,
tank a six. I
this
think you tank a 6% chance of failure.
This will be heroic.
It's all or nothing.
Or anyway, you know, we'll either have this
Oh, wait a
story of
minute.
dying together.
Ingvald, you might die anyway. Yeah,
How so?
because Skurlock's probably going to deal a level 4 harm to you.
But he's gonna die.
He's gonna die first.
That's not how it works.
Okay, wait.
But you can
me just
resist.
think about
Oh,
this.
you have 4 prowess, so you just need 1 6 on the resist roll to win.
Or a 6 here.
So-
You have roughly you
Yeah,
have
or
roughly,
we roll,
or we roll
6
6
here.
here.
and there is no
Yes, that's
consequence.
correct. So 4 dice.
Let me think about this mechanically. So, I roll 4.
Uh-huh. And if there's a
If
there's one
if there's
6,
not
you're
a
okay.
if there's not a 6, then he attacks me.
And there
And
And then
you
you
have
roll
to-
and
4
there's
again.
roughly a 60% chance you die.
But you can.
Okay.
I say you go
It's
for
either
it.
you roll 4 and die, or you roll 4 twice and hope you don't die.
I say you go for it. Roll 4.
Do it.
I think
Okay.
is the call.
Rolling 4.
All right, Ingvald,
Holy shit.
a 6 or you likely die.
5.
It's okay.
I
we
like
succeeded.
that.
We
Ingvald,
We succeed.
you take a level 4 harm.
Resist.
Now you can resist that down to a level 3.
Oh wait, time out. I have armor still.
You do!
Oh.
That reduces it to a level 1, which gets promoted to a level 3.
We got a 5 and we went to what? Catastrophic what?
Oh, yeah, we
it was-
did.
It's desperate. Like
But this should help with our. If it was a catastrophic, great.
I didn't almost die.
Skurlock reaches towards you and like grabs your torso and like plunges his hand into your chest. Right? And he's about
Yeah.
to go in to like, grab your skull and just you spray him with armor. And his hand pulls out of your chest, right? Just blood flying everywhere as you burn a hole clear through his torso, just spraying smoke and shards of bone and dried, rotting flesh out the other end of Lord Skurlock.
Ingvald does it again.
Skurlock staggers backward, like half of his body turns into dust, and the other half attempts to turn into a bat and just kick out the window. Would somebody like to roll to kill Skurlock on the way out and risk dying? Or are you letting him fly off into the night?
I don't think we should risk dying.
Yeah.
What if you just
Would that be
trounces
hunt?
them?
I could roll 4 dice. And
You
hopefully
could
get
come
a
back for
six.
the sequel. Bullet Train 3.
Let's just let him go.
And Skurlock flies out.
Bullet Train 3.
What's the chance Tiptoe on the big gun can shoot the
That's
bat?
what I'm saying.
True. We got Tiptoe and the guy in the gun.
Tiptoe's currently fighting a huge ghost outside.
They're doing their own thing.
Now, you stagger forward.
There's
the safe-
another boss.
Is simple enough to crack. With a master key and an arcane ward, it slides open to reveal a mass of coin. Silver, gold, gems, chalices, artifacts, just coin. And so much of it.
We can get a business license.
You require the help of Tiptoe to cart most of it out of the train. A large horde of ghosts having been dissipated by Gatling electrofire down on the ground. Steve, Gorlock, with his large half-track, descends down a sort of gondola and just loading pile after pile after pile of coin onto it. The drive home is going to feel substantially quicker after the day that you have had. You pile into the half-track, covered in blood, necrotic scars, on the verge of insanity with how far this has pushed Bowling Street. And Gorlock and the Tincatures and Tiptoe
What about the other
drive
guy?
off in
Yeah,
the
what
Sun
about-
Shard set.
What happened to the other
The
guy?
rescue crew guy, do we take him?
If you'd like
Can we
to,
recruit him?
you
Yeah,
can
sure.
rescue him if you'd like.
We'll rescue him.
Yeah.
Doesn't really have much of a call to resist you.
Lock something.
Let's say it's like either come with us and don't tell, or we kill you.
Now, your guys' cut of this is like, it's a lot of money. It's like 35, 40 coin each. It's enough to either retire or to promote you to higher society. Buy your way into some nicer jobs.
Our business is going
newer
big.
gigs. Get a permit for pharmaceuticals manufacturing, which is commonly the route that legal narcotics manufacturers take in Dusk.
Can I get a big pair of scissors and cut the big red ribbon
Open
on
up
our
a
new Bowling
dispensary?
Street Tinctures location?
No, but we can't do it in Duskwall because we're
We'll open it in a
we're
nice area.
moving out,
We're moving
yeah.
out.
But near Charter Hall.
But Skurlock
Get
is
those
gonna
cows.
kill us.
So
Well, we don't have to worry about that.
Ingvald, covered
Yes,
in
no
blood,
proof of anything.
Last session.
Yeah.
covered in
I don't
blood,
think he needs proof.
cuts, like intestines dangling out of his stomach wound, says, "All right, what next?" And Silas says, "I got a plan." And we immediately cut to the flashbulb of like a reporter as Silas cuts a ribbon over the newly established White Crown Manufactory Bowling Street Tinctures.
Notably, no longer on Bowling Street.
No longer on Bowling Street.
It's okay.
Right?
It's our heritage.
Yeah, it's like
Careful with that one.
Right? And we have a montage, right, of you guys, you know,
I'm in the
now
back
at a
cooking
proper office, cleaned floors, like nice wallpaper.
No glue
walls.
trap at the door.
Out the window, you can see the skyline of Duskwall's Elite. Like you've got Tiptoe sitting there at a typewriter with the front, talking to clients. He like one guy goes in for a handshake, and the other guy leaves the handshake, sans a watch. Right? You guys are meeting with clients, shaking hands with shaking hands with the elite of like representatives from the Conway family, and we have one by one as all of you go into negotiations, and you stand up and shake hands with all of the families that you pretended to be when you were talking with Skurlock, right? We cut further into the future, and like Silas, grabs like a cane he's walking with and throws his arms out, and behind him is a large shipment of like Black Lotus and Dream Smoke, as some well-cleaned industrial workers are going to take the crates and begin loading them into this big manor.
made it.
Right? And, interspersed between you guys eating fine dinners, whining and dining with clients.
Let's go.
We've got a big crane that just lowers a shipment of drugs and money, and it pans down, and Scott Treadway is directing the crane over to his dorm. And it's gonna land down, and he's gonna hand the drugs off to the students, and as they pass coin into his palm, there's a smash cut, and instead of his palm, the coin goes into the palm of a construction worker, and it zooms out with McFleming shaking hands with the construction company as an even bigger telescope.
Yes!
Is lowered down
Full circle.
into what is it? What did we
Hubert
call it?
Aldous?
Hubert Aldous, and like the new honorary security guard Hubert in a wheelchair, without his legs, sit there and like nods his head at the new nice facility. And we cut from there.
He went back to the security.
We cut from there to McFleming drawing this big long equation on a chalkboard, and it cuts to the students who look at him absolutely absent-mindedly. We cut back to McFleming, who sits down at his desk very self-assured, and in front of him it says Professor Percival McFleming, Head, Department of Arcane Sciences.
Yes!
Go!
Full circle for
He
everyone.
made it.
Everyone completed their arcs.
And we cut back to four wine glasses held by four familiar hands, all meeting in the air, as the window behind them frames the Duskwall skyline, and just silhouetted against the large lightning barrier, we see a fireworks display to ring in the new year.
We are the good guys.
We made it, boys.
We are the good guys.
And
Wow.
you all live the next few decades as middlingly wealthy proprietors of narcotics.
Yeah.
We really found a family, guys.
You clawed your ways out of Crowsfoot.
None of us died.
And we
Skurlock
didn't even-
didn't come back for us.
Yeah.
That's
I
how
think he's the
wanted
kind of
He's
guy to
scared of us.
respect it. If we beat
You
him, he
proved yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why he was in the train.
True.
We beat
He
him.
said it
That's not anything. That amount of money is not anything to him, I'm sure.
Now,
Yeah, that's true.
Didn't you say it was like 1% of his fortune?
yeah, it was probably less.
Oh yeah, it was inconvenient for him.
It honestly, the opportunity cost of him being there in the train was probably higher, right?
When he got split in half. Yeah,
But it was
pretty
enough to pull you guys from Crowsfoot and place you into proper upper society.
Yes, we
did
did
it.
it.
Congratulations, Bowling Street Tinctures.
We all lived, too.
And from all of us here, in the newly renovated Bowling Street Tinctures location in the White Crown district of Duskwall, have a good perpetual night, ladies and gentlemen.
Bye, everyone.
Perpetual night.